Ah, did you have fun with the hands?
Mr. Hands?
Would you like a pro tip? They bleed really easy. Well, yeah, they bleed and they burn.
Well,
Um,
turns out most
they're
things can burn.
um,
Imagine that.
literally the only way I got through that stupid fucking place was the skeletal spearmen militia, because I was just like they couldn't actually hit the hands, but they would just start like stabbing the air, so then it'd be like, ah, there's a hand. But my god,
Indeed.
it's annoying. Oh, the loot's great. Yo, what does the sword of Night and Flame actually look? Because I'm too stupid and faithless to get it to turn on. That's right.
Maidenless? Faithless? No bitches?
Um, but like, I don't know why they only drop.
No.
I don't understand why they only dropped Somber Smithing Stones 2, like just 2. I feel like it's a bug. They're slightly more expensive, so it's like I guess I can sell them to buy like normal smithing stones and stuff. Wait, did they make the Moonlight Greatsword a katana this time? Oh, good. What the fuck? Eh. Of course it does. Of course it scales off in. Well, and that'll up your casting speed a little too. What the nonsense that is Pebble? Yes, I know all about how stupid Pebble is. I know all about how literally not a single other spell has a sufficient damage to mana ratio to make casting anything but Pebble effective. Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. What the fuck?
Based pebble.
That's fair.
True, but you're doing it all at once, and you will definitely break someone's guard. What?
Nope.
But it's Soul Stream. Oh, Soul Spear. I mean, I guess. Does it at least pierce like Soul Spear does?
It pierces.
But
It pierces,
I
but
mean,
that's it.
you have arc.
Yes.
Oh,
I can't. Like, and I found out this is what pissed me off the most, and Gray heard about me complaining this for at least 4 hours today. So I found out why all of the late game spells suck shit. The closed network test. So they gave everyone all of the late game spells really early on, so everyone could
and
test
they all
them
went,
out.
this is too much damage.
Yes.
Amazing.
Fucking... That's
also why all of the starter bosses are fucking retardedly strong. Because they were being beaten super easily, and they all gave the feedback of, make the bosses harder, they're too easy.
Because people would be like, I have a plus 10 Twin Sword with magic scaling, watch me clown.
Yeah, and because Gray and I were fighting a bunch of bosses outside of the starter zone, and we were just blowing through them with starter zone equipment.
Well, see,
Yep.
I think the problem with that is it's not that the starter zone bosses are too hard, it's that they didn't scale. Here's the problem. People played so much of the network test that even if they had basic starter gear, people were still blowing through them because, okay, this is the Crucible Knight. I know exactly what to do.
No,
Okay,
like the HP values. Like
The HP values are absurd.
yeah.
I destroyed bosses outside the starter zone with my spells. With fucking Pebble, I was destroying bosses. Like, it wasn't
Honestly,
even like I didn't even have to move. Like, I entered the fog arena, started casting, and the boss would die by the time it got to me. That's how easy the bosses were.
Yeah, I think the big problem is that they need to rebalance stuff.
They need a massive rebalance, and it's not going to happen because FromSoft doesn't do that.
No, they do occasionally balance. Like, the problem is I don't know how much.
They balance it occasionally, and they do minor tweaking, but FromSoft's stance has always been, once the game is released, we don't change it.
Unless you're a faith build, then go fuck yourself.
Yes.
I don't mean between games, Max. I don't mean between games. I mean, once Dark Souls 1 got released, how all of those spells worked, their costs, their damage values, it stayed that way.
No, Snaky, Dark Souls 2 saw massive rebalances
Dark
during
Souls
its
2
first
was
2
done by a
months.
different team.
Yes, I know, you just said From Software, though. You've got to include all the dev teams for that, then.
The Dark Souls team, then.
Dark Souls 3 had some rebalances in the first 2 months as well, I think. I'm pretty sure there were some damage nerfs across the player side.
Across
the
Dark
Sword got
nothing
major,
though.
They only seem to balance the game against the players when they bother to touch it.
Yeah. And that's what my complaint is that Gray and I were just blowing through boss after boss after boss using the starter spell. The second we left the area that could be touched by the network test, the bosses were so fucking easy. And that's what I found out. Is that because of the network test, because they were specifically looking for feedback from the Dark Souls players, quote unquote, during the network test, and we're specifically listening to them because of the network test, they nerfed all of the endgame spells, and they buffed all of the early game bosses because people were complaining that the endgame spells were doing too much damage because they were playing with fucking endgame characters against early game bosses.
They clearly, like, they didn't go, the early game is too easy, make the early game hard. They didn't then go, but now that we've made the early game X difficulty, we need to correctly scale the rest of it. Like, I hope this all comes back. Like, I hope we come back at the end game and we go, okay, the mid game is scuffed, but the end game is good.
I fucking really hope. Don't get me wrong, I'm having a blast playing. I love the enemy variety.
But like,
it's just some of these bosses, they're supposed to be hard, and I'm fucking just blowing through them with the literal starting spell. And that's been what's getting in my crawl so much, is I'm using the literal spell you start the game with.
Yeah. I mean, for what it's worth, it's been hilarious to me. Like, Gray, you were there when I was, and Max was there. Sneaky was the only one. You saw what was happening when I was proccing bleed on early game enemies, and it would do
they're exploding.
maybe a third of their health, like, to the early game bosses.
Yeah.
But now I proc bleed on a boss, and it's like, oh look, I just took like nearly half of their health with a bleed proc.
Yeah,
because they just have so much less percentage-wise.
It is absolutely fucking baffling to me. I just
Well, that makes no sense. I thought bleed was supposed to be like 30% instant damage. Did they readjust the value between enemies?
No. That 30% is worth so much more because they have less, like, they have less overall HP, so when the bleed actually procs...
Right, basically what he's saying is he's hitting the boss 5 times on each boss, but because the early game bosses have more HP, when it takes that 30% chunk off, the boss still has like 2/3 of their HP left. Meanwhile, when it does that chunking on the other bosses that he's hitting, they've already lost like half of their HP by the time it procs.
Yes.
The bosses are just so fucking weak comparatively, and it's just, I love the game, I do, but it's gonna be a literal convergence level overhaul they're gonna need to do on the spells.
Yeah, the spells specifically are scuffed beyond.
Like, it takes.
Like, even my
I have more stamina than Gray, and I have a larger magic bar than Gray. And it takes me, using my best spell, Pebble, takes me 2 stamina bars, my entire mana bar, to do the same amount of damage Gray can do with 1 charge swing.
Yeah, this halberd is definitely going to get nerfed. It is just utterly broken.
So many issues. Anyway, point being, this is why you don't let gamers tell you how to make your game, and you actually get people who know how to make games to make your game.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a big problem in the Warframe community. They were only listening to the psychos who no-lifed the game, and they lost a good chunk of the community as a result.
Yeah, same thing in War Thunder. Gaijin has a fucking fascination with balancing after stats, like win rates and whatnot. So like some vehicles that only like 10 people play get up tiered like a fuck ton because those 10 people are gods with that vehicle. It's actually garbage.
Yeah, I mean, like with Dota, I can understand because the hero, like when new heroes are introduced, the meta changes, and what previously was balanced gets broken because this hero's new ability combos just so well it breaks the game effectively.
With one caveat to that, unless your name is Primal Beast and your design is shit.
Well, sure. I actually haven't lost a game with Primal Beast yet.
Oh. I have not seen Primal Beast doing well. Anyway, that's besides the point.
He's got like a 30% win rate. It's just because people don't know how to play Primal Beast.
Anyway.
But anyway, point being is that this is a great segue into this fucking podcast. Is don't let people who don't create tell you how to create something, because they don't create. They don't know what they're fucking talking about. Now, admittedly, there is a caveat there of once you've created the thing, and they go, you know, this boss is a little too hard. I shouldn't be dying 97 times on the tutorial. Then it's like, okay, yeah, no, that's fair enough.
What are you, a game journalist?
Right. But the point being is that I've seen plenty of stories get wrecked by authors listening to their readers, and I'm not just talking fan fiction. I'm talking literal published fiction too. Of stories being wrecked because authors started listening to their readers and what they wanted to say.
Were
Well, yeah, worm. Yeah, I guess.
well, I mean, it was kind of fucked to begin with, honestly.
Yeah,
But,
it was pretty fucked to begin with. It was yeah. So welcome to Fanfiction Contempt Theater 9005, everyone. I'm your host, SneakyDevil. Let's get this night started. So we covered Rosario Vampire on Friday.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, we did.
And then
Sure, I'm
we
glad I
went
wasn't there.
into Pokemon, right? What did we follow that up by? I was drunk by then.
I don't remember. I was doing something else.
Yeah, I know.
Don't even remember what it was.
No
you
idea.
weren't participating, so.
I was sick.
I was dead.
But I
inside.
mean, you did get some fan mail, didn't you? After that?
No. Oh, yeah, afterwards. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a
Yeah.
review afterward. I got
Pretty
a
funny.
PM afterwards. The challenge guy. Yeah, I might as well air this right now, yeah. So I left a review last stream. If Discord would open it. Thank you, Discord, for opening 3 copies of it. Love you too.
And then
Where
Discord's just so nice.
I said this post is illegal. Because it is. According to fanfiction.net's posting rules, posting a
What was the-
challenge fic with nothing else in it is illegal.
Oh yeah, that stupid thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I, mean, I wouldn't say illegal, but against site rules.
I was gonna say illegal is
Well-
the wrong word.
Yeah.
You should have used
Like,
breach
you're
of
not
terms of
breaking the
service.
law.
Because here's the problem. This
Well, no,
dumbass thinks you're going, oh, this is illegal.
You are breaking the law. You're breaking the laws of the site.
Yeah, but
Yes,
there's a very
Sneaky,
big
but this is
difference
someone
Okay,
way
well
too
then-
dumb to understand.
law.
Yeah, I don't
site
care. I don't
rules.
care. It's not my problem he's a retard. I already knew he was a retard by posting that challenge in the first place. Like,
Well, yeah.
not my
sure.
problem. It's still called illegal unless you can come up with a better word for breaking rules that are technically rules but aren't codified in a court of law that can hold you for account in prison. Then I'm gonna keep using the word illegal.
Oh, God.
Illegal?
Can you
Are you
imagine?
dumb? The first chapter is just a challenge, cause no one will take it if I do it any other way. Implying that he knows he should be posting it on the forums. Assuming someone skilled writes it, it will be an amazing story. No, it won't. I only need someone to take charge of the story. Admittedly, I've seen this story before, and the authors weren't good, but I'm sure if someone good comes along and listens to everything I say, it'll be a good story. Either way, if you don't have something positive to say, shut the hell up. I respond with literally the definition. Entries not allowed, non-stories, lists, bloopers, polls, previews, challenges, author notes, and etc. Yes, illegal. So shut the fuck up, you inbred cousin fucking dung eater. Learn the rules of the site you're on before you open your blithering air hole and vomit your garbage ideas and opinions into the world. And then he didn't respond. Fancy that. Can't imagine why.
Possibly because you're a terrible person and he saw no use in continuing the conversation.
Let me just tell that to the Hey, look, it's only illegal if you get caught.
Wow, that's true.
I mean, listen, I think Russia's about to learn what happens when you get caught.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
God.
true.
Fucking clown show. It's been so funny to watch.
Oh, God.
Yo, apparently they captured a fucking thermobaric
yeah,
MLR.
The
Yeah.
medium range
Fucking-
launcher, yeah.
Multiple launch rocket system, but yeah.
Yeah, MLR.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Just how the fuck you leave that lying around, boys? Like, listen,
it
I mean,
fucking
it probably
stuck in
ran
the
out of
middle
fuel,
a
so they
field.
abandoned it.
but okay,
Probably.
but Sneaky, you
Yeah.
abandon a
Yeah, well,
very
What are they supposed to do,
dangerous
Atin?
tool.
Push it?
At
I mean, yeah.
least make sure that they aren't going to be able to drive it.
Okay, you know what? That's actually a fair point. Yeah,
Yeah, but the
that's
thing
a
is,
fair
like,
point.
I
Like-
mean, yeah,
like,
if you
If you're
disable it,
ditching
though,
it in enemy territory,
Mhm.
you're already writing it off, so scuttle the ship.
Yeah, this
I'm
is just like if you scuttle that thing, you gotta clear out all the ammo first, or you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah,
Yeah, no shit. You have to
I
disarm
mean,
it.
no, hold on. No, you say no shit, but I can list several people off the top of my head that I know that are in the military that would absolutely forget they need to disarm the thermobaric missiles inside the launcher before they blow it up.
Especially
But like, you don't
considering
even
these
have
are
to
just
blow it up.
Russian
Like, just like
conscripts.
drop a
Like,
Like, you don't even have to blow it up.
Legit.
Drop a
These
grenade
guys
in the.
think they're on a training exercise. Like,
Well, some
that's
of
not
them
even
Yeah,
a joke.
yeah, just drop a grenade and then run about 60 miles per hour to get out of the blast radius.
I wasn't fucking finished,
Yeah.
Sneaky. In the driver's compartment. They don't store rockets in the. Well, unless Russia has really bad safety standards. They don't store.
We put ammo wherever we can.
Well, unless Russia has poor safety standards, me thinking about
Wait
Russia.
a minute.
Hang on a minute.
I
God.
still will forever remember that one video I saw of this one guy smuggling a gun past a bunch of police officers in uniform who were just like standing around, and he trips in front of the officers and the guns go flying out from he had like his hands over, he was like hands crossed over his hoodie because that's how he was holding all the guns inside his hoodie.
God.
And he trips and all the guns go everywhere. And he looks up at the police officers and quickly grabs all the guns, puts them underneath his shirt again, and walks away. The
Yeah.
officers do nothing.
I assume the officers are just standing there like, what?
I'm pretty sure that was from a comedy skit, but still.
Oh, okay.
I really hope it was, but at the same time, it is Russia.
Yeah.
I mean, he might have paid the Russian guard enough to just be blind for an hour or two.
Yeah. Potentially.
Oh god. Anyway, you know what? What are we gonna do tonight? Well, I feeling some blech. Yeah,
Sneaky,
let's
is
do
there
some
any Bleach Ukraine crossovers?
Bleach Ukraine crossovers? No, I don't think there's any Bleach Ukraine crossovers.
Darn. I want to hear about Ukrainians stealing Soul Reaper powers.
Fucking gypsies stealing the Soul Reaper powers.
Bro, have you
Just
guys
like
seen
they've
the video of them stealing the tank?
The best part is it's not one tank. Like, we don't have video of the other ones, but they're like, oh, we have
Multiple.
stolen so much more than one tank.
Yeah, and it's just like
God. The fucking tractor just running away with the tank.
I still think the
This is
funniest
mine
bit,
now.
the funniest bit is still gonna be the fact that all of this only happened because Russian soldiers were skimming fuel out of every container that had it on the military bases and reporting them as full still, obviously, so they could sell all the fuel on the black market.
Well, and then of
Yeah.
course, don't forget they're so out of food that they're knocking over convenience stores.
No, they're not out of food.
Yeah,
No, they
a
are
lot of
running out
food-
of-
Well, a lot
No,
of the
no, no,
food
no,
they
no,
were
no.
given
They
is
have plenty of
expired.
food. It's expired for 7 years now.
Yeah.
They were
Okay, so he-
issued.
2015.
Yeah,
Sneaky. That qualifies as being out of food.
but they have plenty of food, Atin. It just kills them if they eat it.
I mean, it's Russian food, so you never know. Doesn't even have to be expired to kill you.
In Russia, food eats you
Exactly.
from the
Yeah, like
inside out.
it's even worse because
Yeah.
these guys don't have their phones.
Yeah,
Because before they
they had all their
deployed,
phones seized.
their phones were confiscated.
Yeah.
The only guys who actually knew they were going to invade Ukraine were the officers. And the
Well,
officers are staying way behind the actual forces. And they
Well,
don't
and
have
then, of
any
course, there's,
communications equipment. Whether between the officers and their guys, and between the officers and Central Command. So they have no fucking clue what they're doing. They have no
Yeah, I saw
way
that
to
one
communicate with
video
troops.
where they're asking
It's
people
so
on the
fucking
highway
amazing.
for directions.
Yeah.
Well, but here's the thing, right?
Ugh.
It makes sense when you think about when you understand that a lot of them legitimately think they're on a training exercise. Them getting out and walking right, they think they're on a training exercise or denazifying a country. Like,
God,
surely
do you guys see the fucking photos of the two Russian soldiers who ran out of fuel, so
Oh,
they
yeah,
went and
they
asked
went to
at
the
the local
police
police
station.
station.
No, but like,
Yeah.
okay, listen.
Yeah.
I know it's like, haha, look at how stupid these Russian soldiers are. But
They're-
like,
Yeah.
yes, they're being given bad intel, and there's a fair number of stupid shit going on. Yeah.
when you understand that they actually think, oh, hey, wait, we're supposed to be helping these people, and/or it's a training exercise. Which obviously, if it's a training exercise, clearly we've been invited. Surely I can just go to these people and ask for directions or gas.
Yeah, no.
Bleach, Path of Five Kings.
Oh boy.
Why Five Kings? Ichigo Kurosaki wakes up in the body of an alternative universe version of himself where he's actually a Quincy.
It's already
But
a Quincy.
He's already a Quincy.
Author?
Author, have you not read?
Now, to be fair, I wouldn't blame them for having not read that.
And now must find his way back to his world while learning to adapt to this new one where he's a Quincy. Well, no, this is 2020. No, it's like him being a what the fucking go away timer. Why do you do this?
They want you to know that it's counting down to nuclear war.
Yeah, of course.
Finally.
Real talk, Putin's gonna do it, boys. Get your bottle caps ready.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I've talked to people who were like, Putin will just surrender. The oligarchs will pressure him to stand down. I'm like, Putin's not a man that accepts loss.
Also, real talk. U.S. intelligence has been like, so we think he's just been like locked up in his little anti-COVID bunker, terrified. And so the only people reporting to him are his close aides, and they remember what happened to the last close aide who gave him bad news.
I don't think so. The U.S. intelligence agency is an oxymoron.
So, okay.
I think
Counterpoint
this
to that.
author means pure Quincy based on the context. I mean, Ichigo,
He is.
Yes, but okay, so point being, you can't have half Quincy's. Okay, so this is another instance of I die a little inside when authors try to pull this shit. You can't have half Quincy's. If all of the Quincy's came from a single man, then obviously you can't have half Quincy's. Because otherwise, then Ishin would only be like 1/10,000th Quincy. Give or take a couple generations of inbreeding. Like, this is what J.K. Rowling tried to pull this shit with fucking, the Vila. Oh yeah, she's half Vila. Okay, well if Vila only produced female children, how is someone a half Vila? Like, how is someone a half Vila if
They
Vila
aren't.
only produce female children? So they have to get married to a guy who is not a Vila, which means that their children would only inherit half. So, are you telling me the origin of Vila is straight up some fucking randy wizard and a fire chicken?
Yes. Don't act like it's unbelievable.
I believe that part. What I don't believe is the part that multiple randy wizards with multiple fire chicken have been continuously pumping out full-blooded Vila. That's what I don't believe. There's not enough wizards for that. Thanks to J.K. Rowling's misunderstandings of Chicago economics and genetics and population.
Literally fucking everything.
Yeah. Anyway, so point being is that the whole Quincy thing as well. We know where the Quincy powers came from. Somehow a bunch of people got their powers from him. Question mark. We don't know if that means they had the powers beforehand, or they have the powers. How they have the powers now. If the powers came from him giving people powers, which means the powers became genetic. but then he can take that back, which means he can remove genes from people.
Shit's fuck, yo.
I hate it when they mix. I hate, the Japanese community does this a lot. They mix the whole genetics thing and the biology thing together. Sorry, the spiritual thing and the biology together way too often. It's the same thing with quirks, where it's like, oh yeah, this quirk, yeah, they can turn intangible. Yeah, it's a biological process where they turn intangible, but even though turning intangible would end the biological process, allowing you to become intangible. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Get him on here. Get him on here. Get everyone you can on here. I want to argue with some people tonight.
So what? Who are you arguing with?
I don't know. I want to argue with someone in chat. I want chat to say fucking stupid shit, and I want to yell at them.
I mean, Aura is there, and Tension.
Yeah, but I've
Well,
whipped
stupid
Aura
shit.
too much.
True.
Or gets bullied enough.
I bet he likes it.
Does he?
I don't know. Probably.
I bully him a lot.
So anyway, Ichigo's also for some reason caught in a war, also with Yawatch, Barangan, Yamato, and the Soul King. I draw hentai, you can't bully me. He's got a point. I can deport you.
I mean, your existence is already, like, enough tension. So,
You're going
I
to
don't think
Brazil.
you can do anything with that. Yeah. You're going across the border wall. Yeet.
Broken Dreams stat sheet. This is the stat sheet that Ichigo has in my story Broken Dreams. Oh no. Okay. Broken Dreams.
We're starting with this.
Ichigo finally killed Aizen, but from that he gained new spirits, big secrets, and one lonely time.
What?
What?
What does that mean?
Rated T for language, this story will contain crossovers and cameos. PM me if you have an idea for how to incorporate more characters into this story.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's, concerning.
Alright, we're clicking it.
Oh boy.
Oh, God. 800k, no. That's too much.
Yeah. So 70
okay.
chapters, 800k words,
Anything is too much.
1,241 reviews, 1,958 favorites. Followed very closely by the follows and 1,983 follows. So that's a very close number, which actually does speak well of stories typically. Especially when they're in the 4-digit section. Usually you get a lot less favorites than you do follows.
Yeah.
This story's been ongoing for 8 years now. Sorry, 6 years now.
Time, eh?
Time. Honestly, with all my respect for other people's works, the feeling that I read machine text. What? Just dialogue and that's it. There is no emotion. Ichigo is wood. What he to eat, what to hit, road to hell, what to turn people neck, all same. I hope there bit a soul in the work. Here Palpatine says ironic.
What did you just read?
He
I think
read
that guy's
words.
Russian.
I think he just read. I think I just read. Jesus Christ! I think I just read someone using machine translation to call someone else out for using machine translation.
Yeah, that guy's definitely Russian. because the parentheses at the end to signify laughing.
Really?
Yeah, that's only a thing Russians do.
Oh, that makes so much more sense now in Dota. I always thought people were just using the colon already in place to be like smile face,
Yeah,
because
no.
I know people are retarded like that. But if they're using that to signify that they're laughing, that
Yeah.
makes a lot more sense now.
Each parenthesis is a ha, so it's usually like double or triple. As far as
Okay,
I'm aware.
this is starting to make a lot more sense now. Wait, how did you learn that? Was that War Thunder?
No, it was CS in like 2014, I think. Something like that.
Cheeky breaky.
Icky dicky donkey.
That's tasty shit. Yeah, we know a couple of fanfic writers that are Russian. Little author Vert, in response to all the guest criticisms, yes, the author has issues making characters feel like people. Oh no.
Oh
I
boy.
doubt that will ever be fixed in this fic. Maybe a future rewrite. The worst part about this, there's not even a moment of regret for guilt for what he did. He just locked away his friend who went crazy for suffering a lot after trying her best to help him and get his love. Oh well, time to duel. Even the thing about hiding his abilities is nonsense. His mom is kidnapped? Well, it's not like he can do anything about it. Just a normal human. Sister gets kidnapped by hell? Maybe I should use my powers to save them? Nah, I'm gonna wait some more. Oh, Jesus Christ.
God.
Soul Society is about to be invaded by the enemies of the location that exactly I know of? Well, I don't want to reveal my powers just yet. I'm gonna have to stay silent. What am I trying to say is that this character feels nothing like Ichigo, senselessly barking at the wrong people, even Execution he killed with no remorse when he could have just taken their powers and erased all of their memories. Ichigo is not like this. He understood the pain of death and burden of war. In this fanfic, he doesn't deserve the title of protector. I mean, he would just protect people in general. Like, honestly, Ichigo time travel fic should just be Ichigo literally trying to save everyone, including villains.
Pretty much.
Like, I think it was only the ex substitute Soul Reaper that was genuinely like a shit person
Oh god.
in Execution. Like, the rest of them were just led astray by him effectively. Because he
What
lied to them.
stupidity have I missed?
Apparently this author can't write real people. According to the reviews.
Guys.
He's writing Ichigo
I have
so
bad
wildly
news.
out of character, he basically went into every situation, asked what would Ichigo not do, and then had Ichigo do that.
I have bad news, Sneaky.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so I believe this is an undeclared crossover.
Oh, it's multiple undeclared
with-
crossovers. The author said in the
Yeah.
summary.
Yeah. And so far DXD,
Oh.
probably Fate, considering there's a female Gilgamesh? Question mark? Pokemon at least.
Hmm?
He gets a fucking baby Giratina. Alright then, cool. That's great. Amazing.
What?
I'm not even gonna ask.
You know, I'm
I have
almost tempted just to turn my
He has a-
camera on so you guys can see my face and
He has
how
a
just...
wait. Oh,
What?
he gets a peerage apparently. Of course. I mean, why wouldn't you if there's
Yeah, why
PhD
wouldn't you?
involved?
Yeah.
Someone is asking if he is going to UA Academy.
Oh, what the
Uh,
fuck?
What?
I don't know if that's just some random reviewer going, "Oh, My Hero Academia. Yes, please." or if that's actually something in the story.
Oh my god. I mean, this just reminds me.
Wait.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a part with Billy and Mandy. There's a
Why?
servant grin.
But why?
But why though?
That's something I can't answer. And I think I'll keep it that way.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
Oh my
I think
God.
we'll all keep
Oh
it that way.
no. Oh no. Hang on,
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop you a screenshot in
Okay.
Discord real quick. It's not as bad as things we've seen before, but wait, there's Harry Potter in it? Oh no. No. Oh fucking Christ. Ah.
Hey Steam, this is the remote play together sale. Why is the Untitled Goose Game here?
Perish.
Because
At
it has
this
local
point-
multiplayer.
At this point, even though he hates titles, this is chapter 52 of what, 70?
70 something, yeah.
Yeah. At this point, even though he hates
71.
titles, his titles are the following: Lord Ichigo Yamamoto Kurosaki Shiba, King of Souls, King of Huecomundo, Emperor of Hell, Sin of Wrath, King of Knights, King of Camelot, King of Heroes, and Uruk. Because he's got a peerage with Artoria and female Gilgamesh. Pseudo
No,
Prince
that's
of
not
Yokai
how that works.
because of Yasaka and Tamamomo. King of Quincy's because he absorbed Jubabok.
how that
Honorary
works.
Mao. Honorary Mao. Oh my god. I'm so tempted to turn my camera off. Titan Slayer. King of Games because he defeated Yugi.
That's not how
Oh, yeah.
any of this works.
Favorite
Didn't
son
even
of
step on.
Amaterasu. Honorary brother of Jesus Christ.
Oh, excuse me. How did you obtain that?
Yamamoto Sotai Chao. Lord Harry Potter Black. Wait. Master
What?
Savior
Yeah.
from Creature. Hero of the Winter War. Hero of the Thousand
Wait.
Blood War. Slayer
Is
of
he the
Eisen.
fucking...
The Demise
Oh,
of
he's the White Death?
Fullbringers.
Oh, no.
The leader of Chaos Brigade, Fairy Tale, and Slayer of the Pariah Dark, King of Hellhounds, Master of Damasen, the Zero Espada, the strongest Shinigami Hollow Quincy, Master of the Hogyoku, Arch Dragon, Defeater of Dumbledore, Slayer of Voldemort.
Huh?
What?
These are just words.
No wonder he likes it when
Yeah.
people call him
This is the
Ichigo.
most
The only
literal
titles.
form of word vomit I've ever seen on this show.
Hold on.
No, Atin.
Are we
There's
still
more.
not done?
The only titles of his that he actually likes are probably Father from Kuno, Tosan from Elizabeth, Daddy from Jack the Ripper. Oh, I bet he likes hearing Jack the Ripper call him Daddy.
Yeah.
Ichini from Yuzu, Karen, and Ovis. Oh yes, Ovis is now his little sister. Interesting.
Huh.
Honorary father from Mia and Eve. I don't know who the fuck those people are. My little protector from his mother. And my oldest friend from Tatsuki. The guy has so many titles, your watch probably created a shrift to write them for him. Hello, my name is Ichigo. Poor Ichigo when he needs to go to formal events.
Good
I
fucking lord.
Yeah. I would just like to remind everyone about King of Magic.
Yeah, King of Magic. That's a
and
classic. You know, I actually
It
sent
can
King of
always
Magic.
get worse. Yeah, I sent the link. It's... God. Yeah, that's way worse.
No, I still want to find that episode that we had recently, where we went on the author's
Yeah.
page and it was like Lord Lucifer, Satan, Devil, Dragon, and
Oh, please
like
don't. Let's not find that.
I gotta find him again.
I'm gonna dig in. I think I linked that in the chat, right?
Probably.
I'm gonna scroll back and see for a bit. Oh, fucking hell.
I'm gonna do this off screen so I don't get hit by Twitch or anyone else clipping this out of context. There. Now I can link that and move on. Yeah. So, yeah. I just, stop reading, stop reading, stop reading. How am I supposed to draw? Yeah.
Someone's sending out an SOS, huh?
Oh, that's a good point. I'll send him this picture too. And then I can paste this here, right? Yes, excellent. I can't wait to see his response. Region number 5, region number 6? No. No.
What are you knowing?
Good morning, Sabrina. No!
Yo, you leave Sabrina the Teenage Witch out of this.
No, not Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Sabrina the
Sabrina.
Pokemon gym leader.
Listen, you leave Sabrina the Pokemon Teenage Witch out of this too. Now,
The
listen, I'm
Teenage
not
Gym
saying
Witch.
that she'd be way more fun of a gym leader than Sabrina the Psychic, but
How are you doing that? Literal fucking magic.
wait, how did I walked up, but I'm 7 floors down? Literal magic.
Oh god. Oh boy. Yeah, Ichigo's teaching his Drapion to fight a Gallade. Oh boy, that's what I came to the Bleach section for. Fucking Christ.
God.
I will never forgive the Japanese.
Sneaky, do you remember if that fucking profile was before or after New Year's? Because I think it was after, but I'm not sure.
You know, I am so confident in my history. I'll even just go on here right now, live on air. I guess I could search like Devil Dragon.
Yeah.
That might get us too many results, Sneaky.
Wait, the Black Dragon of Hellfire, was that it?
No,
I think that.
not him.
No. Yeah.
Dark
alright,
Dragon of
no.
Domination. No. Demon maybe? No, wait, that just gives me a lot of fucking demon dice.
Yeah. I mean, based.
A lot of demon
Nope,
dice.
can't look for that. Too much demon dice.
Too much demon dice, can't find it.
Yeah. Understandable.
To be fair, that's just demon dice protecting you.
Authors. Can I search authors by... No. Users?
No.
Oh, good news, boys! Russia has given up on restraint and is beginning the shelling in earnest.
Oh,
Yeah.
Of course.
wonderful.
Damn it. Maybe
fuck.
Lucifer?
Mayhaps.
I wouldn't
No.
know.
Damn it.
No.
666? He had to have put 666 in there. No. Um. Damn.
Hmm. Fuck.
Maybe if just was fanfiction.net.
I mean, I'm literally just scrolling back here and going through every single link. Well, fanfiction link that was posted. Well, I found some other cringe though. Fairy Crossbow pairing Ash X every single My Little Pony character. That's great.
Oh, fucking the hell, that's cringe.
Hmm.
Oh!
Did you find it?
Yes! Black
Black
Dragon
Dragon
Devil God!
There he is. There
You
he
found
is.
it.
Found him!
Yeah. He didn't have that many like titles and things though, but some
It was cringe.
concentrated cringe.
Well, no, he didn't have a lot of titles. What he did have a lot of were his main weapons, which
Oh,
Yes.
yes!
his
Oh, yeah.
16 main weapons. And then his main
course.
powers, his celestial aura, his demon aura, his yokai aura, his normal aura, his semblance, his his black flames of Amaterasu, his chains of purgatory.
Wow.
The everything that is wrong.
You know what? Just, like, something completely... like, the Black Flames of Happiness. The what? Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
they
you know
make
about
you
the Black
happy.
Flames of Happiness?
When you burn in these flames, you get happy. Oh, okay.
Do they kill you? Oh, yeah, they're
Yes.
Black Flames.
Oh yeah,
It's,
they
it's
absolutely
terrible,
kill you.
but you're
They-
just happy about it.
It's horrible. I like how his fantasy is only being 6 foot tall. It's how you know he's like 4'10". It's how you know
He's
he's an
from,
actual
like-
manlet.
I was gonna say, like, listen, if I'm gonna have a fantasy, it's gonna be like, all right, so the starting point is the chief. By the way, Sneaky, my favorite fun fact for comparing fictional characters. Almost
Yeah.
said mythical. Whatever. Darth Bane is such a Chad. He is the size of a Spartan.
Yes.
The Chief is 2 meters tall. Darth Bane is 2 meters tall.
Yes.
Darth Bane is a normal, unaugmented man.
Well, 2 meters is around 6 feet, right? It's like
I
a little
mean,
bit more
yeah,
than
I
6
know
feet.
that, but I'm just saying, like, the normal man is as tall as the augmented man. What's the problem here? Didn't augment the other man enough, clearly.
Didn't
We have
augment him enough.
to direct your attention to the memes channel.
He's got a
Sneaky.
red Duncan ore, indeed.
Oh no.
Faunus traits. Ichigo stepped over the barren wasteland.
Hey, I'm gonna buy that.
Hell
By
yeah.
what?
Memes
The
channel.
used T72.
Oh, a brand new
So-
used Team 72?
Fully functional.
400,000.
Not bad.
Hey,
Honestly.
listen, I'll take out a mortgage to buy a tank. Go into the bank. So, you filled out an application for $400,000. Yes. But you aren't buying a house. No.
I'm gonna save this one. This one goes in the folder.
Right next to Gura, apparently.
Yes, right next to Gura.
Of course.
I can't. Hey, you know that might be a little too topical for Gura. It's a little mean, Sneaky.
I mean, she knows she's bad.
Yeah, she knows she's bad. There's a
I know.
difference there.
Yeah.
But real talk. Listen, Dark Souls games are Dark Souls games. They don't give a shit about you. Literally, a monkey can beat them because it's about pattern recognition.
Speaking of monkeys, have you guys found the bar none best emote in the game?
It is amazing,
What
and
is
we
it-
do it
is
over
it the
killing
chi-
everything.
Is
It's-
it the chest bump?
It's chest thump.
Yeah, no, I got that. It's quite
Every
frankly,
time
I don't
Gray
think
and I
it's-
kill an invader, we just stand over their body chest thumping as they die.
I'll be honest, I still think triple synchronized JoJo pose is better.
Oh, it's pretty good. Don't get me wrong, it's pretty good. Is this the guy with like 50 weapons? Yes. Where's the link to the first story? Here we go. Come on. There. Let me cut out all the fan fiction crap. There we go. I'm gonna send him. God, blah blah blah. You have lost, Kurosaki Ichigo, Aizen declared as he slowly, cinematically stood up. Ichigo could only stare, locked into a cutscene. You know, Max, when you're writing your gamer story, you need to include that shit.
Yeah, what am I including?
Being locked in a cutscene and therefore the hero's unable to act.
That's pretty good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Especially one of the cutscenes where they get like stabbed by the boss and then come out of the cutscene at full health.
Well, I don't think so.
Maybe I'll approach Cruel and we can try and write a one-shot that's making fun of Gamerfix. Maybe Orf.
Well, that won't be too hard.
I know. But still, it's locked in the cutscene. Would you like to enable QuickTime events? God, no.
No.
Why?
No, 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 no,
Why?
no, 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 no!
Why do I have to
QuickTime
answer this
events
question?
enable.
Just for added insult to injury,
You
you
have
can
to say
only answer yes if you complete a QuickTime event.
No, no, Max. For added insult, it's like it's like an RPG choice where you get to say no, but then they go, "Come on, are you sure that's really what you wanted?" And it keeps doing that until you say yes.
it's so funny because Max, that immediately popped into my mind where it's like your character's locked in a cutscene and it's like your best, like the character that you liked the most that wasn't yours, like the side character, like best side character in game is about to get like executed and you're like mashing buttons on the screen. You're like, no, you can't just kill him on cutscene. And the game's just like, would you like to enable QTE? And you have to like mash X repeatedly as your hand slowly goes up and like shakes. So you have to click yes.
Oh, like, it's even worse in a situation where the characters are competent except for that cutscene.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Or
suddenly
it's
the
like,
healer forgot to heal.
Right, you're a healer, or the healer's like right next to you, and they're like, I have been stabbed. It's like, yeah, the healer can heal them, right? It's, oh, where are they in the cutscene? Why is the healer not in the cutscene?
The healer, show the healer off in the distance chasing like a butterfly or something. Or in, you know, pretty much any Final Fantasy game. No, this person's taken a horrible wound and they're about to die. I have
Where's the healer?
9 Phoenix Downs.
Just take this potion. Oh god, if only there was a healer nearby. You just take the potion. Oh, I'm dying.
Oh, the
I
pain.
need a medic bag.
I have to give you the last advice I'll ever give. Drink the potion!
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm on 1 HP and I've got Petrify. That's cool. We've got 84 elixirs. The
Yeah.
pain. My legs. I can't.
I feel like we could fit quite a number of really good cheeky gamer mockings into at least a minimum one shot.
I'm sure you could.
Sure I could. Anyway, that's neither here or there. What is here is this garbage story, and apparently my little brother has just sent me a link to a story. Oh my god.
Did
What's
he
he
find
done?
something worse?
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no.
How
Oh
bad?
no.
Oh god.
How bad did he do?
What did he
So
find?
my brother's on an RP Discord,
Oh
The
no.
fool.
Oh
and
god.
there's someone on this Discord that oh my god, it just keeps going. It just keeps
Oh
going.
no.
So he's on an RP Discord, and there's this one guy that's super fucking autistic. And, like, just so you can see, he made a slideshow for his RP character.
Oh my god, that is wow.
I mean, look, credit where credit's due. Impressive. But also
I mean,
at the same time, there is
it doesn't look
far
half
too
bad,
much
but
effort going
yeah.
into this.
No, I mean, okay, listen. I can at least respect the effort. Like,
Oh yeah, like I said, respect where it's due. The effort is cool. Where the effort's going into, however,
Is
Yeah.
not.
it's
Well,
like
okay.
it's like someone deciding they're gonna go make a snow sculpture in the middle of the desert, and they've just carted out a shit ton of snow there. They've planned the whole thing out, and they're packing away. They're packing so fast. They're trying
hey,
to keep
why
it
are you
cool.
insulting the Chinese Olympics?
They're trying to keep it cool, and they're going, and they made the product. And what did they make? It was a giant, floppy baseball.
Of course.
And you're just like, why? That's a lot of effort for. I'm not even sure what. But yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to we'll get to that. When your brother one ups you, no, he didn't one up me. I was telling him about King of Magic. He was left in awe.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone can fucking one up that, then
You're right.
hats off. Good
More
god.
gold than the weight of the moon. Okay.
Yeah. Christ.
No, he has 70 Googleplex of gold coins. Oh, God. He's literally related to everyone.
Yeah, great grandson of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Anyway. What is this? Keto, Eisen yelled in shock. Several more crimson nails erupted from his torso.
So I'm sorry, Sneaky. The way you pronounced it, it made me think that Aizen's true terrifying enemy was a keto diet.
Oh no, keto!
No, but my carbs.
Eisen was actually a vegan the whole time.
I mean, You know, he was constantly telling everyone how great he was, and he was trying to force his greatness on other people.
And he looked like he raped and he looked like he raped women. So I mean, yeah, did have all the vegan flags.
Not commenting on that last one.
I mean, hey man, every single male feminist I've ever looked at. Just saying, the fucking vegans, man. This was Ichigo's chance. Ichigo's. Okay. He gritted his teeth, pushing against the ground with every strand of Ryatsu left in his soul, clawing the dirt till his nails throbbed in pain. It's implied Aizen did rape Himamori. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they.
So he's just following the stereotype. Got it. Reset the clock.
Ow.
0 days since a male feminist rapes someone.
Oh boy, Sneaky.
I think that is actually just like a metronome, Sneaky.
Of course.
Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, you know?
I can't refer if you're referring to the metronome or the website. Because that's
Yes,
another
exactly.
that's another disturbing fact that I've learned about TikTok. Is
What?
several of the top TikTok stars are pedophile child groomers,
Yeah.
Great.
and their fan base knows that,
Of course.
and they don't care. And it's like, okay, cool.
I mean, I might care more, I suppose, if I used TikTok.
I mean, I don't use TikTok, and I care because it's
No,
kinda
like,
fucked up.
yes, it's fucked up, but like, I wish I could be surprised at this point.
Yes,
But like,
we live in a society. Play Among Us music, Thanos snap,
no, it's
fart
just
noise, air
yeah.
horn.
Look, ignoring them, like, it's unfortunate, but we've seen it time and again that
Yeah.
people, you know,
Yeah.
otherwise
yeah.
normal seeming people can make content and become very popular, and then they get in a position where they can use their popularity
Yeah.
and the weird, ugly parasocial relationships to be a creepy fuck, and they do it without hesitation.
Yeah.
And then 4 years down the line, 5 years down the line, whatever, we get, you know, fucking someone comes out and goes, yeah, they did X thing, and then everybody comes out and goes, yeah, they did X thing, and we all go, what the fuck, dude? And they disappear from the internet.
So anyway, Ichigo's rolling around in pain on the ground, and these daggers are like growing inside of Aizen, and he's convulsing and having seizures. And Ichigo was pretty sure that these daggers weren't his technique. Blah blah blah. And then he's like, what the fuck's going on? And then Urahara shows up, and Urahara's like, it appears my plan has finally activated. The shopkeeper emotionlessly stated. Like, I'm not even like, that's what the author wrote. The author straight up just like, yeah, Urahara's like, my plan has finally activated. Beep boop. Urahara, this is your doing. Scowling enough to reveal the gums of his teeth.
What?
I don't think that's a scowl, dude. Scowling so hard your mouth opens.
Oh.
Like, your lips would literally have to curl back, and like your cheeks would have to go like this. How the fuck do you scowl that hard?
great
Yes,
difficulty.
before you completed your transformation in your unguarded moment, I fired a keto onto your body on the back of another keto. A heavy weight lifted off of Ichigo's shoulders. Aizen was finished. His sacrifice was worth it. The carrot top let out a long breath. And then, Urahara continued. It's a seal. I thought if you fused with Hogyo QQ, you would most likely become all but impossible to kill, so I developed a keto to seal you away. What? That's impossible. The white shell of Aizen's form shattered. What's going on? Pain, loneliness, despair, blah blah blah, Kyoga Sugetsu, will Hogyoku. The reason why the seal I fired at you before firing your powers weakened from Mugetsu that much, blah 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 blah. Hogyoku, it does not recognize you as its master anymore, Aizen. A purple thread reached out to Ichigo and snuck inside him. And then Ichigo started screaming. And purple and green light shot out of Aizen and shot into him. And then Aizen disintegrated because he got disenchanted. So, the Hogyoku chose its new master. Good luck, Ichigo. Fucking hell, man. When they called it Bind on Equip, I didn't think it would end like that. This story is,
A thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Ichigo. What's going on? We need to address questions. Other beings were walking towards him. One was, of course, a female. Blah, blah, blah. It looked like a mirror copy, but her hair was other stuff. Who are you, ladies? How did you get here? You are silly boy. You do not recognize us. Of course the Hogyokus are fucking twins and women. Of course. Obviously,
Yeah.
duh.
Why would they be?
What, duh? That explains why I didn't know the names Mia and Eve. All the vodka in the world cannot drown this out. You're Kyoku Sugetsu and you're Hogyoku. How did you end up here? We snuck into your soul. What happens now? You're gonna lose your powers, however, you're gonna regain all your powers in 3 years and no one will know this. If I don't have Ryatsu anymore, how will I talk to you? Because you'll have ascended beyond Ryatsu. Okay. Ichigo, we want you to tell no one what's going on. There's a lot of reasons of this. It's because of other stuff, and lots of very good reasons you should absolutely listen to, like stuff and stuff. And things will get bad if people find out you have powers again. Blah blah. Blah blah blah. Recapping Ichigo's backstory. Blah blah. Blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Canon stuff. Did we win? Soul Society, Human World, Ryatsu, Hours, Who's Here, blah blah blah. Ichigo's losing his Ryatsu, blah blah blah. 1 month later, blah blah blah. Canon. Canon, can I feel blah 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 blah. Ryatsu's different, blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Canon stuff, a bunch of AU bullcrap that doesn't really change anything besides explaining why Ichigo has even more powers now. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Ichigo, you're getting more powers. Blah blah blah. Doing skills will get you powers. All the training you do in the Mindscape will give you physical powers in reality.
No, of course. That's just how it works.
Also, Ichigo, go on the internet and look up weapons. What? Why would I do that? Because you can create weapons. That honestly, that was
Yeah.
one of the most cringe things. Where they retconned Ichigo using a Zanpakuto where it wasn't actually a Zanpakuto the whole time. He was using his Quincy powers to create a Zanpakuto that acted exactly like a Zanpakuto.
And even had a little man living inside of it.
Yeah. It just casually just
Yes.
was like, snap.
Small Romanian man and living inside your weapon.
Planning to
Stealing
steal
your
it.
fuel.
Stealing your soul.
I mean, Sneaky, who's checking your memes channel. Some
damn it.
Romanians stole a fucking
My
catalytic
brain
converter.
immediately went from that to Sauron's ring as actually Romanian because it steals your
Yeah.
soul when you use it.
Yeah, it's, you know,
Ancient
the one ring to
Romanian
bind
artifact.
the Romanians. Exactly. Dracula's ring.
They just straight up stole the fuel tanks.
No, not fuel tanks, catalytic converters.
Oh. For what, tanks?
Yeah, Russian tanks.
How do you make off with that?
Careful,
Well, I mean, I don't
apparently.
think these were Romanians. I think they were gypsies. So, fairly easily, I guess. They already stole like a whole tank earlier. Like, stealing the catalytic converter is probably a bit easier.
They do have a racial bonus to doing that.
Yeah,
Ray, you can't.
they're well educated in this fine art, I suppose. So, long cultural pastime. I think that's the nicest way I can say that.
Probably.
Anyway. You have all these powers. Wow, that's a schedule. Wow, why is there even more of a schedule? We're gonna be compressing weeks of training into hours. Blah blah blah. Blah blah. Furin Hall Dojo. Blah blah blah. Do you think I could go back? Blah blah. Closure. Blah blah blah. Yeah, this is very. Yeah, I do have to agree with the reviewers. It's all very mechanical and very list-like, and they're just like, "What are my powers now?" Well, your powers are now the following. Yeah. Also, like, or when it's like have screams of pain, it's like Nani. Ah.
I have
Hello,
been
Ichigo.
wounded.
The man greeted. Who are you? Ichigo asked the stranger. My name is Ishida Ryukin. The albino introduced himself. So you are Ryu's dad, Ichigo guessed. You're smarter than your father, Ryukin complimented. You know my father, Ichigo questioned. I do. Do you want to go to cafe? Ryukin suggested. Sure, Ichigo agreed. How much has your father told you about your mother? Ryukin asked. He told me what I need to know. No, Ichigo, I am your mother. Yamaro. Nothing, Ishida-san. Ichigo answered. Call me Oji-san. Oji is fine too. The newly dubbed Oji-san stated. Oji-san, Ichigo questioned. Yes, you see, your mother and I were one of the few pure blood Quincy's left. Again, that's not how this fucking works. You are so, like, literally, the purge of Quincy's was what? Was it 1,000 years ago? Several hundred years ago?
Here's the thing.
It was like
It's a
800. It
while
was like
ago.
800. Yeah, it was like 800 years ago, right? No, it was It was something about 666. It was like 600 years he'll stay dead, 60 years for his heart to restart, and then 6 minutes for him to wake up or something. Because Japan. So that means at least 600 years, 660 years, which means a generation is 20 years. 5 generations every 100 years, 30
I
generations,
was gonna say, I mean,
30,
a lot of it
34.
depends on how many people are left.
If you have 34 generations, and you gave 26 people powers, because they named powers by the English alphabet,
Yeah.
despite being German.
Listen, we don't talk about that.
So they named powers by the English alphabet, which means there'd be 26 letters. So you had 26 people with powers if your watch gave out the entire alphabet of powers.
Did he ever do that?
No, I think he kept several for himself because they were too useful to give away.
I see.
Um,
What a good leader.
So anyway, point being though is say theoretically he gave out the entire alphabet of powers. That's 26 people. 26 people could not produce enough genetic variation marrying amongst themselves to produce 34 generations of fully working humans.
But they didn't have to marry a... Well, oh, right, I forgot they were super racist.
No, I'm not saying they had to. We are one of the few pure-blood Quincy's left. Pure blood implying one quote-unquote 100% Quincy. Implying they've never married anyone else besides another Quincy, who was also
But I
only ever a
thought...
Quincy. Yeah?
I thought eventually... But, like... I mean, I guess, technically, you could have Generation 1 go out, have a bunch of half-Quincies, then have all the half-Quincies get it on.
No, that wouldn't make them
I would just
100%
make
Quincy.
Quincy.
That would make them like 74% Quincy or some shit. Like,
Yeah, I know, but, like... I'm saying, theoretically, you might be able to breed yourself back to, like...
no, you can't breed
not
stuff
get to
out.
100,
Yeah,
but,
well,
like... Get close... Yeah, it's like, I don't know, man. It's weird.
but you
Genetics.
see, this is why I hate it when Japanese authors try to introduce biology into spiritual powers. Like, I can understand, like, oh, your parents were this, they had this, your direct parents had this power, so you have this power too. And, oh, look at that, it's powerful in you, so your kids will probably also have this power. That I'm fine with. But it's like, oh yes, I am one of the few pure-blood Quincy's left. My people go back 34 generations. Somehow I'm fucking Japanese, yet I'm a pure-blood Quincy who's supposed to be German. Don't ask questions.
Honorary
Don't ask
German.
questions that you don't want answers to.
It's just like, there's so much going on there that it's just like, what the fuck does pure blood mean then? If pure blood doesn't mean you never married outside the family, like, don't get me wrong, the first 26 people didn't have to be a family. They could have been random 26 people, but it doesn't matter. After 34 fucking generations of inbreeding, you're gonna have the same problems that everyone else has with inbreeding. Unless, you know, your spiritual powers prevent inbred genetics from occurring.
The most power... You see, that was how Yawatch secretly kept his power in Germany. His power was to prevent European inbreeding. That was the one power he never gave away.
Yep, the Habsburgs proved too powerful for him.
I mean, yeah. How could you ever defeat them? Let's be real here.
Who just pinged me? How's the stream going? I would join, but I'm waking up. Do it.
Get in there, Alvor.
Fucking Alwar. Get him in here.
Oh
Ping
my
him.
f-
Ping
oh
him
my
until he
f-
joins.
Don't leave the poor man alone.
Blah 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 powers. Blah 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 powers. Blah 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 powers. I need to resurrect. I'm gonna resurrect my mother. How is a Quincy cross made? Well, you see, a Quincy cross is made of soul synthetic silver. Well, you get soul synthetic silver by exposing silver to a large amount of Rishi and Ryatsu. Well, what if I just go grab 2 katanas and expose them to my Ryatsu? Well, that might work.
Might.
I mean, it's gonna work because it's this author in this story, but... The Japanese were known for genetic experiments in World War II, and they thought they were doing revolutionary work until the other scientists of the world told them their notes were shit. Yeah. Yeah, Unit 731 was so proud of what they did, and then they're like, step aside, Japan. Europe's got you beat again.
Here we go.
Blah blah blah, blah 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 blah, spiritual world, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Let me tell you something I found about Okasan. Translator note: Okasan means mom.
God,
You would
I
think
hate fanfiction authors.
that people would know that, but apparently, fuck you.
If you don't
that.
think people will know a word, don't use it.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
I mean, number one, that. Number
mean,
two,
or alternatively, if
Are
you don't
they-
care, use it anyway and don't explain anything. You know, it's like
yeah.
one of two ways. Both ways end with you not doing a translator note in the middle of the story to be like, translator note, Kikaku means plan.
This is not a manga.
Oh God, Greg.
Also, you're not
this is not
translating
Among Us.
anything. You're fucking writing your own story.
Yeah, like the second thing is like, supposedly they're talking to each other in Japanese if they're Japanese and in Japan. I mean,
Yes.
I think that's a decent like assumption to make. And why the fuck would you just not translate the entire sentence to English, or just write it out in English? Because
Well, no.
To them.
See, they all actually speak English in Japan. They only occasionally include Japanese in their English sentences to sound cool and connect with their Japanese heritage.
oh yes, of course. God.
Just like those blonde-haired, blue-eyed, white-skinned people, they're Japanese, even though they
Yeah,
uh,
of course.
look like a certain denomination instead.
Whereas Naruto is definitely a very example of a model Japanese citizen.
Yeah, he's peak Japanese.
Of course.
You know, obnoxious, very active, socially unaware. You know, blonde hair, blue eyes. Yeah, very, very Japanese.
Yeah. Also, Sneaky, I found a video of the guys who stole the tank, the gypsies. It's in memes.
Of course it
The
is.
guy's the smuggest fucker I've ever seen.
Of course they.
God.
Of course they did.
10 out of 10.
Oh god.
Oh, there it is again.
Oh no, not this.
Capture thermobaric rocket launcher.
Please.
God.
Hey, listen. If Putin being a dumbass is what it takes for the Emperor of Mankind to appear, I'm in.
No, boys. Hang on. Let me see if I can find a better resolution.
Some
of
people are
this.
saying we stole it, but that's not true at all. We stupidly snatched it. Okay. All
That's
right.
fair enough.
God.
All right. Two people can play this game. I'm not
Yeah.
arresting you. I'm just non-lethally putting you down.
Fucking so good.
I appreciate that he's like, listen, in order to make the Russian army look as bad as possible, I need to be clear. We didn't steal this. We didn't break in for this. We snatched it with a tractor.
Yep.
I like how the video ends where he's like, some people think I'm lying, that I wasn't really there, that I wasn't part of the people that took this tank. Now, I can't say that I was. Tank is in the background. But I'm just saying there's some things that just might add up.
Listen, there's two possibilities here. One, this man didn't really steal the tank, but in order to trick people, he did go out and steal a tank.
He stole a different
Yeah, stole another
tank.
tank. Yeah.
Or he was there. Either way, I am thrilled. In fact, I honestly kind of hope that he wasn't there and he decided to steal another tank.
Just to pretend that he was there, yes. So, yes, are you guys ready? Ready for this? Let's go! OG content time. So we got the classic, get the, got the
You alright there, Sneaky?
Got the classic black vanilla folder that has on the inside of it, destroy after reading this.
Someone said I didn't.
Age 18, height 5'9". Fucking manlet.
I mean, he's Japanese. What do you expect?
Speaking as someone who is 5'9", I don't appreciate being insulted like
Hey,
that.
I called you a manlet when I showed up at your house.
I know. That doesn't mean I appreciate being insulted.
Eye color, red and green.
No, okay, wait. Wait. Is the individual heterochromatic? Or
I mean,
do they have,
there's
like,
an image right there,
bifurcated
Milo.
eyes?
You can
Hold on, I
look at
gotta
the image.
I gotta zoom. I gotta up the zoom.
Come the fuck on. It's so easy to see. I mean, not for Sneaky, I guess.
No, okay, look.
That's
Alright,
okay,
I
that's too much zoom.
understand.
Too much zoom.
Zoom.
Yeah, well, those
Hold on.
eyes look fucking purple, buddy, so...
Hold on, a magnifier. Here we go.
Are
Here
you-
we go. There we
Are you
go.
colorblind?
The next fucking page.
Alright, so this
I mean-
is what it looks like. Okay, so I can confirm that they do still have what's the word? Sclera, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they do still have
Sclera,
Sclera.
He arrives.
Shuttle.
How do I get out of this now?
Yo,
Wait,
Sneaky.
Can you guys see this on my second stream? Is it magnifying for the stream
yes.
as well?
Everything.
Yep.
Everything is
Yep.
magnified.
You are currently zoomed the hell in on Discord.
I don't. How do I get rid of it? Ah,
I think you gotta go up a bit. There it is.
uh,
No. Oh, you found it. You found it. There you go. No. Click.
okay.
No.
I don't know if he's smart enough to find it, lads.
There you go. You got it.
Don't worry. My Chrome is very clean.
So Sneaky,
Yes.
what's OIG content?
OG content spelled incorrectly.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So
How
anyway, so,
drunk are we yet?
oh,
Nah,
I've been
not
drinking out of the bottle.
Yeah, we've been having a.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Sneaky, the way you phrase that implies that you are not normally performing said action.
Oh, I don't. Usually my bottles are too big.
Usually.
Yeah, this one was a special flavored vodka, so I had to get a smaller size because they don't sell them in the large ones.
Oh, what was the special flavor?
Oh, pink lemonade.
Oh,
It's very good. Barstool Sports makes it.
okay, wait. Is it pink lemonade flavored vodka, or is it just...
It's pink lemonade and vodka.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to figure out, because,
Yeah.
like...
Yeah, it's not flavored. It's literally just pink lemonade and vodka.
I mean,
Yeah.
I might try that.
It's pretty good. So anyway, my little brother sent me this because he heard we were doing really cringy stories and like really cringy OCs in these stories.
Wait, how old is your brother?
He's a freshman in high school.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say we can traumatize him with some of the worst stuff we've seen, but that would be mentally scarring to a minor, which we're not about here.
Oh, so fun little story. So I was telling him about Ruby, because he watched 1 through 5, seasons 1 through 5.
Please tell me he at least had the taste to stop after 5.
Well, he was gonna watch 6, and he was telling me about this, and the reason why he watched 1 through 5 in the first place is because my cousins told him that it was a very good show.
Well, your
And
cousins
I
are
was-
fucking liars.
Yes, they also have very poor taste, and they aren't very good at intelligent stuff. They're very smart kids. Don't get me wrong. But they're not.
Just bad taste.
Yeah, I mean a little bit, but they're very stupid, but they're very smart kids.
High int, low whiz.
No, they got low int too. They're just very book smart, I guess is the best way to term it.
I see.
Yeah. When it comes to actually applying those smarts, not so much. Unless it's in the classroom. But anyway, point being is that I was telling him about Ruby, and he was like, "I'm gonna watch season 6 tomorrow." I'm like, "Don't do that, man." He's like, "What do you mean? How bad could it be?" I'm like, so I explained season 6 to him. He's like, "Oh, does season 7 get better?" No.
Does it?
No.
Is question? Is it season 6 or season 7 where they have the whole thing with Taurus, the redheaded subhuman, and it's like a metaphor for domestic abuse,
Yeah, 6.
except it's two chicks randomly tracking down one of them's ex and then murdering him.
Yes. That's how they confirm they're lesbian lovers for each other, is they murder their terrorist
You
ex.
see, it's an ancient Amazonian rite.
I mean, this show sounds kind of based if it's depicting homosexuals as psychotic murderers.
Jesus fucking Christ. Can you people not say retarded shit that's going to get us banned?
I mean, to be fair, that is what they do in the show.
I mean, he
I'm
isn't
not
wrong,
saying they didn't do that in the show. I'm saying if you
Also-
could keep your stupid statements
I will
until
now
we're off
embarrass
air.
my little brother. He's down bad for Cinder and Yang.
I mean, at least plot. Lots
Yes.
of plot.
Lots of plot where it's available, yes. Yes.
And daddy issues.
Yes. I also
In-
pointed that out
In
to him,
Yang's
and he...
case, mother
Yeah.
issues.
No. Oh, wait, Sneaky. Did you introduce your brother to the spreadsheet?
No, I should send him the spreadsheet.
Oh, you
Yeah.
should send him the spreadsheet.
You should-
Send the
you-
spreadsheet.
You should send
me
him
the
the
spreadsheet.
spreadsheet live.
You should send
Oh,
me
you're
the
right.
spreadsheet.
Hang on, let me see
And
if
then
I
I
can
can
find
send it to
that
him.
stupid
Oh, I am
bookmark.
certain I still have this.
You sure? Because every time you guys have gone looking for it, I've had to pull it up from a bookmark.
I don't have it. I know 100% I don't have it. So anyway, point being is
Bam.
that, so
I'll
I was
leave
telling
this
him about
where it
him all
belongs in
this
memes
shit, and then that got us into talking about fanfiction, how we were covering some really bad stories. And he's like, "Oh, well, I'm in an RP Discord."
I
I'm like,
wonder how
"Oh,
much
boy."
slower this shipping chart loads now.
Lot slower. And he's like, "I'm in an
Oh
RP
dear God, I
Discord."
can't scroll. Just
He's
gotta
like,
exit the tab.
He's like, "I'm in an RP Discord, and then we got a lot of really cringy OCs." I'm like, "Oh boy." Also, he Max and Atin will find this funny. Arn will probably just nod. So we get to the topic. He's like, "So do you know Toho people?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm
Oh,
I'm
no.
aware of Toho people." He's like, "Are they all incredibly racist?"
Yes,
And I'm like,
absolutely.
"Yes, they are." And he's like, "Yeah, every Toho server I've been on has been insanely racist.
Excellent.
I'm like, oh, how many servers have you been on? A lot. I'm like, oh.
Excellent.
Why has he
Our
been on a
people-
So
lot?
proud.
And I'm like,
Our people are.
oh, because he gets uncomfortable around racism, so he doesn't like to stay around in servers that are like that.
Oh, I know. Why does he keep? Okay, it sounds like this is a legitimate problem. So why does he keep looking for servers?
They're not like mainly Toho servers. They're like a bunch of RP servers that he goes to. And like there's Toho people on it. Yeah.
Excellent. Couldn't be more proud.
I mean, I want to make him a bunch of fun of him for going to like RP servers, but like, I mean,
Oh, I already harp on him so much about that.
I would say there was a point in young Atin's
Oh yeah, no,
life.
there was a point in my life I did that, but I did that with Suthner because we didn't have like, Discord back then.
I was gonna say, for me, it was in WoW
Also,
chat, which I
yeah.
very quickly left because oh boy, were those people skeeving out.
Yeah. It was also my days of Warcraft 3, so that was 2006, and so I was like 10 years
I want
old.
to take a second to give a massive amount of credit to Star Wars Galaxies
Yeah.
for the ERPers staying in their own server.
That's,
that
that's
shows
fair,
a degree of consideration. that,
I'd like
know.
to hear your live reaction to this.
A lot of people would like to hear the live reaction.
Many.
Oh God, I remember the first time we found that fucking chart.
Yeah, that was something. Eye color red and green. Yeah, I guess they have heterochromia or something. Contract code number 8. Furisuku Kodatori. A new person entered the world. Keep an eye on this person and assassinate them if you must. Do not let them know about your mission, or it will be reported as a failure, and you and your target will be killed.
I just opened the chart, Sneaky.
Yo,
Yeah.
Arn, you're
know what? I'm gonna send you what I just
Yo,
got.
what is this fat bastard? General
Thank
information.
the fucking Lord.
Furisuku Kodatori, age 18, gender male, race half human vampire, height 5'9", weight 186. What is this fat bastard of a manlet?
No, he's 5'9". He's not technically a manlet. Just 99% of the way there.
No, manlet's like below 5'10", isn't it?
Thumb's like 5'8".
Where is manlet height?
Oh, the things we look up on this site, on this
You're gonna get
podcast
like 4
sometimes.
billion different definitions.
Yeah.
Do women prefer manlets? No. 5'6", I see. For some people, a manlet is anyone under 5'10". Ha ha ha!
Hey, I'm 5'11" and change, so.
Yeah, well, you're not a manlet, so congratulations. Your
If
award
only
will be
barely.
arriving in the mail.
Based. Actually, that reminds me. When I was in high school, I once told a black kid in my class that the white people had gotten together, decided he was officially going to be allowed to join us, so his $10,000 check was going to arrive in the mail. And I told him that with a deadpan, and he believed me for like 3 days until someone else explained it to him.
What's wrong with you?
Face.
Jesus Christ.
Shadow move.
Oh,
Real talk. You're gonna
That's
need to stop
powerful.
saying stupid shit like that. Listen.
Holy
Say it
shit,
off
man.
air.
Yeah, that's that's hilarious, though.
Amazing.
Look, man, I have been drinking today,
I
and
don't
I'm very
care.
tired.
Yeah, Albert,
Alright,
you're a good
well,
man.
new
man.
rule then. Alvor's
100
not allowed on when he's drinking.
189. Okay, so what's... Holy shit, 227.91. Holy shit.
What?
Pretty fat.
Yeah, so normal weight for a 5'9" man is 163.
Woo!
Huh.
Yeah.
So what's the normal way for? Okay, so yeah, I am. I'm not doing too hot, fellas. I'm not doing too hot, but you know.
No
Big
offense,
boy
Sneaky.
Sneaky.
That was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Fair. That's
Like,
that's fair. Yeah.
I think anyone didn't know that at this point.
I'm severely under.
I mean, yeah, but you know, you're gray. Like,
Yes.
Also, kind of obvious by this point.
yeah.
I'm also
really
going to
concerned.
expose my little brother
Yes.
a little bit more today. So he came down for dinner.
Ah,
Well, different expose. Expose.
I didn't know you were Vouch.
So he came down for dinner today, and it was hamburgers tonight. And he picks up a hamburger and he bites it. He's like, "Ugh, ugh, ugh, ugh." And we're all just kind of looking at him like, what's wrong? He's like, the hamburger tastes weird. And we're all looking at our hamburgers. We're like, nope, hamburger's fine. He's like, no, there's something wrong with the hamburger. It's not cooked right, man. It's not cooked right. And I look at his hamburger and it's a tiny little bit pink. I'm just like, you know hamburgers don't have to be charcoal black, right? He's like, no, you got, no, man, there's something wrong with it, man. There's something wrong with it. So he throws it out, gets a new hamburger, does the same thing. It's like, this is what hamburgers taste like, buddy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
How the fuck can you be American without knowing what a hamburger tastes like?
I mean, listen. I
he
do like my
lunches
hamburgers
make
without
it-
an excessive amount of red in them.
he,
but
he,
like,
he purely
No,
eats
guys.
panko fried chicken, so
Well, the
That
other
should
thing
be
is
grounds
that
for an immediate citizenship removal.
the burgers he's been eating are
And
probably
deportation
the
to Canada.
well-done burgers at school.
the well-done
Arn.
burgers at school and the shit you get from restaurants, yeah.
Yeah.
These
Well-
were homemade.
Well, restaurants in quotation marks.
Yeah, in
Uh,
quotation marks.
Fast
that would
food.
depend on. That
Yeah.
would largely depend on the restaurant. Fast food, yeah, probably that. What the fuck is throwing fire at me? Well, that's. Oh,
Personality. The subject is fun, enthusiasm. So I just want everyone to keep in mind the frame of reference this is, right? This is a assassination document. This is a document being distributed to the person who's reading the document to educate the person who's reading the document on their assassination target. Just want to be clear.
we want you to go and kill this person.
I want you to keep this all in mind as I read this narrative. The subject is a fun, enthusiastic person who doesn't mind being in danger or drinking pina coladas in the rain on the beach. They have a high determination
Is
to
this a
keep on
fucking dating
fighting.
profile?
If they fails, okay. He will try and try again. He is image of young person with high spirit.
I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. Swipe left.
Swipe
Yeah.
left.
Go and install the app. Try again some other time.
As he knows that being a coward shows no honor. Sometimes the target can be someone who would be flirty. Even with people who look female.
What?
What does that even mean?
What?
What does that line mean? I mean, obviously, I understand the implication there, but
But not if they have breasts.
what?
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's a line. That's a
They-
line.
They fall in love easily with girls, although even if they fall in love easily with the opposite gender, their feelings are fragile. Due to being dumped multiple times. Keep in mind, this is an assassination profile, guys.
Just as a small note here, if you're ever, and this is anyone watching, doing up a profile like this, you want to keep it clinical, you want to keep it snappy. And I will say this though, the note about them falling in love easily would actually be useful.
That would be useful, yes.
Well, yeah, I was about to say,
That would be useful.
there's elements of a useful dossier in here, right? Like, easily
There we
falls
go.
in love.
There's your live reaction.
Excellent.
Right, here's the thing, right? A little bit of effort could make that, like, an actually useful dossier. Like,
Yeah,
you know, like,
I know, yeah.
doesn't like women. Okay, that's important. Falls in love easily. Has had their heart broken multiple times.
Right,
Hey,
yeah.
all of this is handy things to
It's just
know.
the narrative is horrible. The narrative is not it's not an assassination document. Someone got my get your dating profile out of my assassination document.
Yeah.
Oh,
In combat, the target.
dating profiles for assassination.
What?
Hey, it's the ultimate speed date. If you don't like the date, take them out.
Yeah, no, that was a thing spooks used to do back in the day between like the CCP and the CIA and stuff.
Yeah.
The whole honeypots and stuff.
Oh well,
But,
yeah,
um,
obviously.
My favorite thing though was during the Ukraine invasion, and I won't go too long on this. The Ukrainian signal intelligence unit used Grindr to track some of the Russian troops.
Yeah. Both Grindr and Tinder, depending.
I love the modern world.
God.
We're all gonna die.
We talked a bit about Ukraine earlier, but like, did you see the gypsies stealing the tank?
I did.
Oh.
I'm surprised they haven't stolen more, to be perfectly honest.
Listen,
I mean,
I'm sure
they
they
did
have.
steal
They're just
the
smart. The
catalytic
smart ones
converters
aren't
on.
putting it on TikTok.
Atin,
God.
I can't respond to that without making you angry again, so I'm just gonna give you the thumbs up.
Hey,
Yeah, no,
he's
he-
learning.
rather
Give
Yeah.
the boy a
discriminatory
prize.
So anyway, in combat, the target is one who wouldn't take the battle seriously. What it is tensing. They will play around like they are toying with the enemy. This would be their enemies. This would make their enemies get enraged, but don't fall for it. Even
What?
if they insult the enemy, it's best to keep a cool head and hard ego.
What?
You keep your hard ego away from me, sir.
As this is a distraction to lower someone's guard so they can attack. Oh, their eyes go pink when they get serious.
Wow.
Okay. Though those were only the target's normal personalities. Normal
I really
personalities?
hope that's a tensing error.
If they were placed in the face of danger or angered to the point of losing themselves, the target turns into a twisted version of themselves with their goal of killing every enemy. As opposed to not killing people who are trying to kill you?
You see, normally I prefer to give them a pina colada and ask them out.
Yeah. Warning, the subject is armed. No shit. Even if it
Listen,
seems
I should
unarmed,
hope
they
so.
have arms. We have sent personnel to kill the target before, only for the target to succeed.
Succeed in what? Getting away? Doing
did
the
target
Macarena?
succeed in, did the target succeed in killing themselves?
God, I
We've
wish.
sent people to kill them before, but the target succeeded instead.
I can
target
only hope that they succeeded in doing Mambo number 5. Otherwise, you've got to get
that's the
some better
honest way
agents.
I've ever heard suicide rephrased.
Was this dossier written by the Clinton administration?
Assassination is optional. and done carefully not to raise suspicion. Wait.
What?
Optional?
What?
Wait.
What?
Hang up the fuck.
Wait.
What?
Here, kill this person. By the way, assassinating them's optional, but you have to not raise suspicion.
Just, arrange an accident.
As opposed to what? Just picking a bar fight with them and trying to kill them then?
Agent 47, your target loves pina coladas and dancing in the rain. Make it look random.
Good. Weapons, agony, and despair. Description.
Oh my lord! Get the
boy.
edgelord banners, Sneaky.
Oh yeah, the edgelord
Sneaky.
banner. The edgelord banner. Oh, it's been so long. Edgelord banner. Here we go. Edgelord banner. Agony and despair. The two handguns can fire bullets.
What? Damn! I thought they'd be firing I thought they'd be firing yet more pistols.
I thought they'd be firing piss. Yeah, me too.
No, no. This is not the spy.
But they are weak against demons. They have infinite ammo, but need to recharge after 20 seconds.
20 bullets.
Wait,
Oh, sorry,
so
20 bullets.
Yeah, okay, that's... Actually, I do remember one use of a super edgy name that I loved. It was it was a webcomic from years ago, and it was I think it was based off like Final Fantasy or something, and there was a black mage on there, and his whole shtick was he had a spell.
Oh, trust us. We know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Good times.
For the record, I was just about to say the name of the webcomic, and I've gone and forgotten it.
Yeah. I know. I've completely forgotten the name.
Red Mage looking for a party?
Might have been.
No. Well, I mean, possibly, but I would assume he's talking about come on, brain, work with me, give it to me. Tell me the name.
The mage had the edgiest name spell ever.
Yeah.
And he got bullied for it because the rest of the party thought it was fueled by the power of love. And then it was explained that, yes, every time he used it, there was less love in the universe, and the divorce rate would go up 2
8-bit
points.
theater is the one you're talking about, I think. You are almost certainly talking about 8-bit theater.
Yeah.
Probably.
Which, if you haven't read 8-bit theater, go and read 8-bit theater. It's fucking stupid.
It's also a completed story.
So then he has his dagger called Resistance. It's a sword with a clock hilt.
Okay, first of all, that's stupid. Second of all, it's called Resistance? That means no Fire Emblem character can stand against it. Max will get that joke.
Oh god. No, I will
I don't
not.
think he cares.
Yes, you will, Tension. You'll sit there and you'll take this. A sword with a clock in the hilt. This is called a clock blade.
Move over, Keyblade.
Is he going to clock block me with it?
Because the blade's design looks like an hour hand.
For the, real talk, that is the best joke that Wildbow ever fucking made.
Wait, clock blocker? Yeah.
Dennis was one of my favorite characters.
Dennis was pretty good.
It's a shame that he got 0 screen time.
Of course, because Wildbow can't write anything that's happy or
Wildbow
fun.
doesn't have a funny bone in his body.
Actually, arguably,
232 funny bones in your body, and you ain't got none of them.
does that make Dennis better because he got less screen time? There was less
Yes.
chance to fuck him up?
It was a very much Rooster Teeth effect.
Gotcha.
Then he has his backup weapons called Lover's Kiss. 2 magically modified SIG P365s capable of firing infinite ammo, but after 3 seconds they have to cool down after firing 20 bullets. Used only as backup guns.
I don't know. That sounds quite a bit like something you'd use as a primary, but okay, sure.
Draw Taylor with big titties. Okay, go for it, Tension. So you're saying it'll look something like, oh, fucking hell, Gray. Where did we put it?
I have it.
It's not gonna look good at all, but go for it.
So this is one.
Just send me that and I'll slap it up for just a second. Don't put it in the actual chat.
Yep, I'm dead. No, the dog fell. That's on the laptop.
Wait, what?
What?
The
news mix-up.
Clip?
Yeah, I was watching the news clip.
That was fucking amazing.
That was pretty good, yeah.
I always love when when a news crew fucks up like that, like when someone was talking about the USMC and they put up the fucking Halo logo.
Yeah.
Everyone got real hype for about 2 seconds. Yes.
So, Gray, where is it? Gray?
He's moving to his laptop currently.
I see. You know what? I might be able to find it.
To jump back in.
Yeah, what's up?
One thing I think is almost always a mistake in a story is giving something infinite ammo.
50-50. So, like this? Attention, like like this, Taylor?
Oh,
wow, that's not terrible looking, actually.
No, it's not, but
right?
it's not Taylor.
It's not Taylor.
No, yes,
but
I
it's
understand
also
that it's
not what
not
we
Taylor.
commissioned for.
Yeah.
Drop it in the degenerate corner. I'm on my phone, so I can't see shit.
Well, then that's your problem.
It's not going in there.
I would say it doesn't belong in there. Although I do actually want to put that in my art folder because I can make use of that.
I mean,
someone get the use out of it.
Jesus fucking Christ!
It's not It's not Taylor though.
That's fine,
actually.
but my art folder always needs.
Dude, you got ripped off. Yeah, dude, I know we got ripped off. Okay.
Yes.
Listen,
we're
it's like the time we were promised Reaper sex.
Yeah, except we didn't pay $100 for that one.
Wait, someone paid $100 for this?
Yeah, the guy came on recommendation by someone else that we know.
We actually trusted for this, and it was not a good recommendation.
No. But yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, what are his primary weapons? Oh well, they're pistols. That fire probably what? 45 ACP at best.
Looks like 9s.
Yeah, 9mm.
At least the P365s are definitely compact 9mm.
Yeah, those are obviously 9s. Yeah, I'm saying those.
Yeah.
Agony.
They look. Might be 45s actually.
Yeah.
They look kind of like good, like 1911s, but
I mean, it's kind of got a RoboCop ripoff on it.
I mean, yeah, but like the back at least looks very 1911.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the.
Well, 1911s were originally 45s, so.
I mean, yeah.
Okay,
they are 45s,
here's the thing.
But not sure about the rest of the gun.
Most things you're fighting, like, okay, obviously it depends on what you're, but like if you're fighting like people, 45 is fine, and you don't need anything more.
Right. But my point though is that it says here weak against demons, so he's clearly not just fighting just people. But these are his primary arms. His primary arms are dual pistols, 45 ACP at best, right? He's got a clock sword that he wields somehow.
Listen,
No.
How are you supposed to grip
Listen,
it is the problem there.
there was, at one
Oh.
point, well, there
Hmm.
still is, a Batman villain named Clock King. He's very much like a D-lister.
It might be a 2011 Sneaky.
The
Yeah.
closest
Some
I've
kind of
seen to
variant.
that is, like... God, the whole thing is so dumb, but, like, he just had a staff. He had a clock staff. It was just a staff, and he beat people with it, and it was in the shape of a clock hand.
Well, I mean,
That's the
have you seen
closest I've seen to
Crony's
this.
weapons? They at least had handles on them.
This doesn't have a handle. It's
Yeah,
just a
that,
clock.
my problem
handle.
is that the handle is a fucking clock. Like, that's not a good handle to grip on.
Yeah.
So then, point being though, so he's got dual pistols as his primary, air quotes, and then his backup weapon is dual pistols that have the same restrictions his main weapon has. And they're probably 9mm, so magical 9mm, but still 9mm. So, like, where's the oomph is basically what I'm trying to say. There's no oomph packing.
See, that's kind of
And then he's
why
like, oh yeah, his secondary backup weapon is a fucking pocket knife. It's a flip knife. Not even a long one.
As a Chicagoan, I am offended.
As
Yo,
you
Sneaky,
should be.
What do you think that's the knife will be worth on the Steam marketplace?
How dare you have a knife that's anything less than the length of a forearm?
I like this explanation here too. Shard binder's knife. Description: a pocket knife with demon shards infused into it. It can cut through demons.
Wow.
that seems like a waste
Riveting.
of very rare materials.
Well, not only that, also, how much leverage are you really gonna get? Like, unless it's like got a magically sharpened blade that allows it to like cut on the atomic level. Like, if it can just cut demons, like like the whole classic D&D stuff, where it's like, oh, because they're a demon, unless you're using a silver weapon, you're not gonna do full damage to them because they're magically resistant to things that aren't silver, or etc. Whatever. If it's that sort of instance, you're still not going to have leverage on the pocket knife. So just because you can cut something with a pocket knife doesn't mean you're going to have the leverage or force required to actually cut through them. You know?
Yeah, no.
It's a fucking
that's
pocket
kind
knife.
of-
You shank people with it. You don't fucking cut them.
See, that's why I'm also kind of against the infinite ammo stuff, because I feel like automatically each weapon needs to be a tool. It needs to have a purpose, and it needs to have some relevance to the story. And by simply saying, "Oh, infinite ammo, dual pistols, all over," in this case, 2 sets of them.
Yeah.
There is no purpose that each tool can serve uniquely. And so
but also, I mean, infinite ammo is sort of semi-fine, where it's like, okay, I got this like actual gun that uses actual ammo, and it's like it's actually kind of expensive to shoot this gun, but it works really fucking well. So say your primary arm is some sort of tricked out 50 caliber armed with those Norwegian rounds that punch through dragons.
Ralphus.
Yeah, Ralphus or whatever they're called. Say that's your primary arm, and that's expensive shit to be shooting at just like Joe, Bob, and Jim's. And so you got a backup pistol that has infinite ammo in it, and yeah, it's basically a plink tool on anything that's actually serious. But you can pull it out and do shit with it still. Like, that's where infinite ammo is fine, so you don't gotta carry a bunch of fucking pistol ammo on you, because you're not really gonna use it much, but the times you are gonna end up using a pistol, you're probably gonna need a lot of fucking ammo for it. So, infinite ammo is fine, just, not when it's dual pistol cringe shit.
Yeah,
I got you. I feel like it's one of those cases where it's
or if it's a
removing
revolver.
tension.
That's also acceptable when you're doing it to a revolver, because revolvers are a bitch to reload, and I understand that. But revolvers are also really fucking cool.
Like, listen. I would, if you're gonna, when you're doing weapons for a character, approach it like you're playing a fucking Fallout game. Like, okay, I need one option for long range. I need one option for medium range, and I need an option for short range.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I.e., in New Vegas, you have your anti-material rifle,
Yep.
and then you have your Ranger Sequoia. If you can't get a
Right.
Sequoia, then you're using the battle rifle, and then you have the combat shotgun.
Laughs in one long assault rifle.
Laughs in Panacea.
I would just say laughs in Deathclaw.
Oh,
No,
Deathclaw ain't
the
shit.
one long assault rifle
Laughs in
from Fallout
rifles.
3.
Yeah, the one.
It
Yeah,
shreds
the
everything.
one long one. Yeah.
Ah, that's because they didn't have DR done correctly in that game.
So anyway, are you guys ready for some really garbage German?
Sure.
Oh, shit.
I can say something racist.
So would you like to say this out loud, Arn?
Why are you
Yes,
asking
of course.
Arn?
Wahre Glaubeapokalypse.
That's why.
Yeah.
Or you can also call it the gamma allele. Description: a cello that's also a short spear.
Huh?
The
Why?
balancing on that is
No.
awful. The balancing
Yeah.
on that is so bad.
Yeah.
What is the point of a short spear? Quick thrusts. What
Don't
is the
worry.
point of a cello?
Don't worry, it gets
Not
worse. It
bad?
gets worse.
Is this cello a
It-
slide rule?
It's
Oh, no, it's just battle
also
axe.
an axe and a shield. The shield was forged from apocryphas. I don't know what the
Of
fuck that
course.
is. Gamaliel appears to be extremely durable and only takes 2/3 damage in magical attacks. Whatever the fuck that
What?
means.
That,
The shield
okay.
possesses the ability to counter any attack made by an enemy by manifesting large glyphs which do reflect damage to the aggressor. Okay. That right there. So this is if I was handed this without anyone telling me what this is, what would instantly clue me in on this being an RP profile is that line right there.
Yeah.
Reflect damage, just blatant any attack reflect damage. That's an RP line. No author
Also,
would ever
Sneaky.
actually include that in a series unless it had a bunch of requirements to activate.
Sneaky,
Because-
would you like to know what the name of this weapon means?
Go ahead.
Because on a scale of 1 to 10 in tuning, I'd give it a solid 9. It's
Oh,
True
Christ.
Belief Apocalypse.
True Belief Apocalypse. Okay.
Yep.
Wow. In
That's,
badly written Americanized German.
I mean, like that's the literal translation.
Oh.
I'm not sure it's really proper translation necessarily.
Yeah, I don't
but,
think it would be.
Hang on, I'll... Yeah, no, that's definitely just with
So
the words.
The author decided to helpfully show some descriptions about how this operates. So you can see it in cello form here, and that's the shield form, and that's the axe form, and that's the spear form. And that's when it's a cello, and that's when it's a shield. It turns into a triangle.
Of course.
This looks
Why would-
so dumb.
It's incredibly stupid. Yes.
Yep.
Then he has another weapon of his is Brute Force Mark II. Brute Force Mark II is a weapon fit for a one-man army. This weapon was forged in secret by the United States. It might seem like it's an impractical weapon, but it's extremely useful by being mix and match. The weapon is heavy, weighing around 20 pounds?
10 kilograms is about 21, 22 pounds.
That's I mean,
Light.
yeah, don't get me wrong, that's heavy for compared
Great,
to
that's like
a
half your body
sword.
weight. What do you mean?
That's
My
heavy
body
for a
weight
sword,
is
but
130. Get it
I was
right.
being sarcastic.
It weighs 1 gray.
Yeah, more or less.
Let's see. How much does
Also, this is just a
scar-
note to every author ever.
Yeah. What?
Yes.
I think he died.
All right. Oh
So-
no, he's just cutting out.
Oh shit, sorry. The U.S. military can't keep shit secret ever.
Yeah.
So if
no.
you have something that was super secret and special in design, then there's some E4 somewhere that told everyone everything about it,
Yeah.
and it's not secret.
Yeah. Also, I would just like to point out a scar. The Mark 20 scar is 10 pounds. So a 20-pound weapon is.
Well, maybe. Hang on.
It's right there. 10 pounds.
Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna
So like
yeah, 22.04 pounds.
Yeah, so like a scar, you know, like a 20-pound weapon. Yes, it's a bit much, but like what's the
You know,
What's the
Sneaky,
50
for
cal?
reference,
Yeah.
ready to fire javelin unit weighs 49 pounds.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a yeah. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah. God, I love the javelin.
Yeah, so the classic, the epitome of 50 caliber rifles, weighs in at around 13 pounds to 37 pounds.
13 kilograms. Yeah.
Yeah.
So about 40-50% more than that, guys.
So yeah, 30 to 32 pounds.
Okay,
is the
remember
50
a
cal.
gun is okay, but you gotta remember a gun is very different from a sword or any melee weapon. Like, I'm not swinging a gun.
I mean, that's a fair point. You're correct.
Well, yeah.
However,
Well, depends on the gun, I suppose. Put a bayonet on it.
yes, but also at the same time, my point being is that weapons of this weight are considered excessive and heavy, but they're not. It's not out there for a weapon to be that heavy. Now, a melee weapon to be that heavy, yes, it's obviously out there. If you're comparing this to what you would want a sword to weigh, being around 3 pounds.
Well, actually, Sneaky, the biggest Zweihander ever recovered was 8.8 pounds. This is literally more than twice as heavy as a sword used by a literal 7'6" giant.
Yeah, I'm aware. That's what I'm saying. It's extremely heavy if you're comparing it to a sword that's typically coming in at 3 pounds.
Oh, shit. What are they called? Executioner swords, the really giant fuck off things with the blunt tips that are just wall hangers.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, I mean, we know what you're talking about.
chips.
Yeah.
So I do think it's worth mentioning that a 20-pound sword is genuinely something that's going to be hell in your arms. You know,
but this isn't a sword. However, it's multiple
I thought we were talking
things.
about swinging it around.
Yeah, we are. It's multiple things though. So yeah, this is why it's dumb. The author's like, don't worry, guys. Yeah, it's dumb, but guys, look, it's really useful. So this weapon, the Brute Force Mark II, as it's called, is a sword in its base form. The author has helpfully provided us with a set of skis. I mean, skis. They're basically skis.
I mean skis. I mean skis.
They're skis. Oh my god. So here's another part where you can tell that the author has absolutely no idea how a bladed weapon operates, because he says the following: in its base form, it can cut through wood.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah, author, my 1 pound machete can cut through wood.
God, machetes are amazing. I fucking love them.
Yo, real talk. Shadiversity did an entire video on. Listen, the ultimate sword for an adventurer might just be a fucking machete.
Well, yeah, he said, well, yeah, the caveat there is it has no puncture power, so.
Yes, but for the average day, it's probably the best.
Just talking about how great machetes are, I used to have to clear back a lot of swamp.
Oh no, they're
area.
great for cutting. They're great for cutting. So
amazing.
Good. I mean, that's why they're called bushwhackers.
But
Wait,
to,
why did
to
you
be
link me
perfectly honest,
Spider Girl?
Spider Girl.
Oh yeah, why did you link me this picture?
Oh, that was back when you were talking about the big titty Taylor. That's something.
But that Taylor doesn't have a big titty.
No, fan commissioned fan art of one of my stories, and I was just gonna bring it up at the time, but it's cool now.
Yeah, okay.
The TMNT thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's where she actually turned into a bug.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. No, okay, that explains the whole actual bug mouth parts thing. I dig it. I dig it.
I would say it'd be interesting to read.
Didn't they stop paying you?
No, that guy paid me.
Yeah, I know, but didn't they stop paying you?
Yeah, no, I'm kind of having to pause everything right now. I actually went to the doctor recently, and I've developed a heart condition because of stress, and so they said I've got to get my health under control before I do anything else.
Jesus.
You know, why is it that everyone here I am, basically a fat bastard sitting in his parents' basement, yet somehow I manage to have better health than everyone around me?
Because I'm severely mentally ill, neurotic, and schizotypal, and
yeah. There's
one other thing I can't remember. So yeah, I'm pretty much fucked. Like, you know how your body's falling apart, Sneaky?
Yeah, my mind, yeah.
Well, for me, it's just my mind is falling apart, and probably about the time I hit 30 or 40, I'll probably start developing early onset dementia.
Now, I will say, that is one thing that thankfully does not run in the family so far.
So, I don't think anyone runs in your family, Sneaky.
Oh no, they definitely run.
We definitely run. It's how we got this far.
Days.
Run things, perhaps, I guess. Fair enough.
Like I said, it's not illegal if he didn't get caught. So anyway, this 20-pound sword, air quotes, can cut through wood.
Based.
Amazing.
Its secondary form is a flamethrower! Because that's what you want to do, everyone, right? You want to hit people with a flamethrower? You want to slice at people with your flamethrower? You want to take the object that contains highly volatile fuel, and you want to beat people with it.
You know, life is a video game. Flamethrowers are a melee weapon.
He's part of the Imperium.
Fair.
Boomhammer.
By pulling the left trigger on the bottom of the handle, remember to point the bottom side of the weapon to the front. I forget, is this a dossier or an explanation on how their character operates?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's one poorly disguised as the other.
Fire would come out of the bottom, only reaching a lowly 20 meters.
Fucking 20 meters on a flamer? Hey, Gray. Gray, how do you think your Kriegsman would take a 20-meter flamer?
Let's say, how far did a World War II? How far did the M2 shoot? Effective range of an M2 is roughly 40 meters. Yeah. So this thing can't even shoot half the distance of a World War II firearm.
Well, yeah, okay, firearm. Yeah, I'll allow it.
I don't like it, but I'll allow it.
So,
wait, hang on.
It reaches a sweltering temperature of 100 Celsius.
What, are you gonna boil water with it? Alright then, cool.
Yeah.
Didn't the Russians, before all the war started, didn't they have like a farming flamethrower that could shoot like 100 meters or some shit, and it was like insanely good.
Yeah, Sneaky, for your consideration, the M132 armored flamethrower.
Yeah.
In the 9K channel.
Heh.
Yeah.
Burn it all.
Yeah. That's what you call fire support.
Yeah.
170 meters. God damn. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be fair.
Let's see.
That river looks like it could use some cleaning.
200 meters on the M132.
Oh, also, by the way, the Russian TOS-1, that thermobaric weapon system that got captured, that is technically just a heavy flamethrower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
so
heavy flames.
napalm, which is the typical fuel of a flamethrower in World War II, burned at a temperature of roughly 800 to 1,200 Celsius. Right?
Yeah.
This burns at an eighth of the lowest grade napalm in World War II.
Look, Sneaky, I'm gonna up that a bit. I have to inform you that on average, the flame temperature of a candle is 1,000 degrees Celsius.
It's a tenth of the heat of a fucking candle.
Yeah.
But candles can cause mild burns, don't you know?
Yeah.
It's only a mild burn from the Candle Boys.
If one were to cover the weapon with heat-resistant metal, which came with the weapon, the flames would be directed to the body as special small vents would open up once the weapon reaches a certain temperature. Those flames would then come out of the vent and engulf the blade only. This turns the weapon into a flamethrower sword in its third mode.
Yeah, okay, wait, Sneaky. So...
Is it shish kebab?
Yeah,
the
it's just a shish kebab, yeah. A really shit shish kebab, because it's also a 20-pound sword.
Sneaky. The temperature at where wood ignites...
Yeah.
Instantly is 700 Fahrenheit.
Uh-huh.
Almost instantly. At about 450 to 500 Fahrenheit, it'll gradually char and usually ignite after a few minutes.
Uh-huh.
Bit.
Uh-huh.
You want to know how much 450 Fahrenheit is in Celsius?
I'm gonna guess around 150.
230.
So
Wait,
you're telling me...
Correction.
Yeah.
Not several minutes, several hours.
So you're telling me that after about half of a day of being coated in this fire that this sword supposedly shoots, the wood might be slightly burned.
Well, I mean, if this quote unquote fire is actually burning, then probably ignite a lot easier. But the temperature alone wouldn't make wood ignite. No, at all. It might slightly deform it.
Okay. So you're saying I could block it with a wood shield?
Oh yeah, fairly easily, of course.
Alright, time to Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Also, I would just like to point out heat-resistant metal.
Yeah, I would just like to also point out that Finnish people regularly spend time in small wooden buildings
on fire
temperatures above that.
Yeah.
All right, hang on a minute. Finnish people aren't real.
The important part here is we had to put the word people in after the word Finnish because we have to make the clear distinction that the Finnish are in fact people.
Yeah.
But are they really? Like, I'm pretty sure they're just... I'm pretty sure the Finnish are just propaganda created by the rest of the Norwegian states.
Right, just like New Hampshire.
Yeah. I've never actually seen a Finnish person myself either, so I can neither confirm nor deny.
So anyway, the next mode is a sniper rifle. It has no need for further explanation, so that's why we're gonna explain it anyway.
Oh god.
My head.
At the tip of the weapon's blade, there's a nozzle above it. So you're telling me this weapon has a tip, and you proceed to put something there that will prevent you from stabbing people with it?
No, Sneaky, if you see the illustration, it's even fucking worse than you
Oh,
think.
It's a penis, isn't it?
No, it's. Look, I'll screenshot it and put it in the Discord for you.
It's just they're talking about a sniper rifle with a nozzle on the end. That sounds.
This.
Yeah, it's the second one at the top. Well, no, the first one at the top. Top left one.
Well, I mean, that's
So
better
there-
art than what I could draw. I'll definitely give them that. But
Yeah.
the catch with transforming weapons is that both things need to do something. Sneaky had, what was that, ice pick shotguns?
Yes.
Well, see, yeah, that's a close quarter battle weapon. You get in close, it sucks, and an ice pick is actually pretty dang good for shanking someone.
Yes, as we all learned, thanks to Tomb Raider.
Extremely, yeah.
So it's a specialized tool, but a flamethrower, especially one with a shortened range, which I suppose might be good for area denial in an emergency, but in that situation, you're crossing wires here, and the temptation is always, oh, we want something that does it all. But when you have something that does it all, it generally does a shitty job at everything. And that comes back to needing specialist tools.
Yeah.
If you want a flamethrower, get a good flamethrower. It doesn't have to be the greatest flamethrower of all time.
Well,
but
I mean,
if you need something...
not only that, by having the specialized tool, you can get just do the fucking, I can't believe I'm saying this. Just pull a Boba Fett. Just have the fucking wrist-mounted flamethrower. The only thing it does, it shoots flames. It shoots them, actually, pretty good flames, all things considered.
Have a tool for every situation. That is Boba Fett.
Literally, yes, is it weird and gimmicky and a little bit cringe? Yes, but it's better than this!
It's better than trying to make a single tool.
The theoretical
into
explanation
everything.
for the wrist-mounted flamethrower is he has a jetpack. The option is just, this is a separate line. We'll shoot a little of the jetpack fuel at your face.
Yeah, the thing is, there's so much fucking wrong with this. Alright, so let's see how he fucks up sniper rifles.
God.
Pulling the right trigger at the bottom of the handle, the weapon would fire a bullet straight to where it points at.
I mean, that's not.
My God, it's revolutionary.
Yeah.
We're still trying to curve our bullets.
There is no way to reload
movie?
this weapon besides reloading it.
I don't care. It was stupid.
This is literally what the author just wrote. There is no way to reload this weapon but by reloading it.
Okay then.
That's how that works.
I mean,
wait, he can't teleport bullets back into his gun? Get good,
what?
scrub.
Wait, is this the muzzle loader? Aw. Cringe.
Also, I'm really confused on this one. If he's saying you can't, so I know what he's saying. Basically, he's trying to say is that you can't, rack the bolt and then put a bullet in. But my question then comes,
through the fucking...
if you don't have a bolt to rack, how are the bullets being ejected from the gun?
Are they shown as caseless rounds?
How the case is being ejected from the gun?
There are no cases shown. No. I mean,
there's no bullet being shown, so we don't know.
But he does say it's 308 Winchester ammunition, so we can...
I don't think they make 308 caseless.
Nope, not to my knowledge, at least.
Mm.
And
I think the problem with 308 caseless, they found out you can only go a certain size with caseless due to the extreme weight of the ammo. Or something.
Question: what is the problem with caseless rounds? I think I read about that once, but I entirely forgot.
basically, it's a lot more complicated to manufacture.
Someone
762. Yeah, it's just more. It's more. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So this is how you fire a caseless 5.56 round. I'll link the picture. You can see why it might be a little bit complicated to fire this a lot.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone made a semi-caseless 308.
Yeah, they're hard to reload. There's a lot of problems involved with them. Oh, they're extremely fragile. Because there's only so much of the bullet you can carve out to put propellant in before it starts weakening the structure of the bullet.
Yeah.
So
I think on the link I posted, someone made a semi-caseless 308, it looks like. But that basically just looks like
they're
they
also
filled the
extremely
bullet
heat
with
sensitive,
kernels.
which isn't great when you have a gun firing a lot of them.
So, last question I'll ask about this. Do you think material science might one day advance far enough that caseless ammunition becomes practical?
I mean, yeah, I think that's not too far off, honestly.
I think that's the wrong question. I think the real question is cased ammo going to be replaced? Which I'm going to say is yes. It's quite easy to replace cased ammo. We've already shown examples of doing this. Now, it's not quite a military level of effectiveness yet, but you can actually make a propellantless varmint gun using magnetism. You can make a rail rifle to shoot varmint with.
Yep. And other things.
Now, we tried using air guns, but air pressure doesn't exactly work for large rounds. So obviously, heavy magnetism is our next go-to. It's just solid little tungsten rods that we fired at high speeds.
All right. Well, I have to say I'm definitely interested in where that goes, and I'll have to ask you guys about that more in detail. But swinging back to the fic, this is me gonna go ahead and stick my nose in here again.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with calibers and sizes and numbers, make sure as an author you just want to sit down and Google stuff at least once or twice just to make sure you're not.
Yeah, please Google things in general. Just you don't need to be an expert in anything that you write. 100%.
What was the thing where we read about the guy who clearly had no idea how medical science and the amount of pain a human being could take?
Oh yeah, there's several of those stories.
Yeah, too many to list.
Also, personally, my biggest problem with this entire weapon is the fact that the nozzle is used as your point of grip, which, holy dear God, if you bent that out of shape and then tried to fire the weapon.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, someone did prove that bending the barrel, as long as the barrel still had the width intact, you can fire the gun.
Something, Alvor.
Well, doesn't the nozzle? Isn't that also the part where the flamethrower fires? Because if that's a flamethrower, it's gonna gunk up.
The stock. The flamethrower is built into the stock.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, because when they said nozzle, I was like, you can't bend.
Yeah, they're not using.
Like that?
Yeah, they're not using great language for the. You can tell they know absolutely nothing about anything because of the phrasing they use for everything. Like I said though, I've said this multiple times. I don't ever expect any author to ever be an expert. Like, I don't expect an author to talk about, oh yeah, they use gold in this medieval era to exchange for currency, even though it's not really what people did a lot of. But it's fine, it's whatever. But if you're gonna start focusing on it, please, for the love of God, do a quick Google search.
Know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, not even no. Just do a Google search. How does a 308 rifle work? Enter.
Yeah.
How does flamethrower work? Enter. Like, that's all you need to do. You don't need to become an expert on propellant physics. Just look up, okay, well, what's a flamethrower? How exactly does this thing work? Okay, so fuel goes here, flame goes here, every fire goes there. Okay, how far does it go? Okay, so World War II stuff could go 40 meters. So mine's some sort of high-tech crack thing, so it's like, I don't know, 80 meters. So like,
well, no. Here's the other alternate. My weapon is doing lots of things.
right? True, fair.
So we'll make this half the range of a real one, right?
Right.
Mhm.
But like 100 Celsius, like, is it even on fire?
No.
That'd
Bro,
probably just be a
is your
warm
fire
liquid.
even on fire?
Is your fire
it's-
even on fire, bro?
No,
If it's
that's
water,
a
it'd be
boiling
boiling,
liquid.
but
Are you squirting
water,
hot
yeah.
liquid at me?
Holy
I mean,
shit, it's a penis.
it might scald you a bit, yeah, ouch. But
Yo,
not
if you're
really
hang on a second.
flamethrower.
Based on what Alvor said, if that's the way it's working, you sir, need medical attention
Indeed.
immediately.
So there's no other way to reload this gun but by pulling out the magazine, which is located near the handle, and reloading the magazine with .308 Winchester ammunition before placing it back in the weapon again. So straight up, you can fire this gun in the field, but you have to hand reload in the field in the only magazine for this weapon. Okay.
That's fucking stupid. I mean,
Lastly,
and also, I mean,
is scythe mode. By pulling
Wait.
on the handle, the nozzle for the rifle detaches from the sword and turns into a handle.
nozzle for no.
Actually, I do have to say, I appreciate at the very least that he has custom magazines for his super special gun. That is at least one good thing.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
There's nothing good about
Oh my
this.
god, why? No!
Oh no.
No!
I don't want to
No.
go back.
There was more. There's more. How many pages are there, Sneaky?
We're on page 6 of 16.
Oh no.
Can we just
Can we just
go?
save this for a Friday?
No?
This will be all of Friday.
Okay, look, we're not going to go into the backstory for them at all because it's going to be cringe. We all know it's cringe. I just want to
Okay,
laugh at their
Sneaky,
weapons.
It's 9:36.
Wait, no.
Oh, you can
It's-
leave if you
okay.
want. No one's keeping you here.
Be gone.
Okay, for that I'm actually just gonna disconnect Arn real quick. On that note, later guys.
All right, bye, Max.
Later.
Have a
Later.
good night.
So then we have Blue Rose, a sword forged by the Katori clan, folded 1,000 times Nippon steel, and used as a weapon to kill creatures of the night. This sword was forged using the blood of a pure maiden.
Oh shit, no. If you're doing any kind of Japanese weapon which involves human sacrifice, that is a cursed sword, and that is a big no-no in Japanese
Oh, it gets even
myth.
worse. So this sword was forged using the blood of the first cursed Kotori, the soul of a pure maiden, and demon shards, formed by the curse that was put on the clan.
That is literally some Ibaraki doji shit.
Yeah.
He made his sword by melting the bones of like 1,000 enemies and taking their souls and shoving it into the weapon that he quenched in a giant vat of demon blood. You don't make in Japanese myth. You cannot make something good and pure from evil components. It just that's not how.
I mean, fun fact though, Alvor. You can actually, if you bleed, was it 32 men, 32 average European-sized men. That's enough blood to get the iron required to then mix with bone to get steel that you can then quench in
What
more
would the
blood.
quality of that material be? Would that be like?
Well, I mean, you get actually pure iron because the body does a pretty good job of it. I mean, the process
how would you separate it out?
Yeah, no, Sneaky.
Yeah, that is the issue.
No, Sneaky, you are very wrong.
What?
It is so much more than that. Like, you're gonna get
No.
4 grams of iron per person.
Yeah, 32 people.
No, Sneaky, you don't use 100 and...
Was there missing a 0 then?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's been posted on the SDM before. Like someone actually did the math behind it, but
no.
By a magnitude, Sneaky.
The math comes out to like 2,000 people roughly.
No, if you get 4 grams per person, right?
Well, yeah, okay. Well,
and
yeah, I was gonna say, hold on, yeah, because it's 4 grams.
Obviously, there's a lot of caveats here. Like, yes, separating the iron out of the blood's gonna have to be caveated away. Melting all of that iron down into a single ingot to forge is gonna have to be caveated away.
First of all, that assumes you get 100% of the blood, which you won't.
Right,
like,
obviously.
A person has 4 grams of iron in their blood. Yeah.
The point is not that can you actually do it. The point is it possible?
Oh. Totally possible. Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
you can
totally
absolutely drain blood out of people. Use their bones to get the carbon necessary to forge steel with it, and then quench the blood in the rest of the bits. Yes. So,
I would have to applaud your industry, but I think I might recommend a therapist if someone was to follow through with such an act.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You would also probably actually reawaken magic in the world. Doing that, just the sheer
the whole point of that whole thing was someone was like, villains always say stuff like, I will make a sword from the bones of my, from the blood of my enemies,
like,
blah,
no,
blah, blah, blah,
blah.
Could. And then so someone was like, can you?
Yes, actually.
The answer is yes. You know what, actually, now that I've gotten thinking about this, I'm gonna see if I can't work with Faceless to try and get an extremely cursed sword.
For comedy.
For just comedy's sake. An extremely cursed sword. Like, it has to kill someone before you can, like, let go of it. And if you don't kill someone within a certain amount of time, it starts draining your life or something. Just extremely cursed. Make it strong, but extremely cursed.
Boy, Sneaky, have I got a sword for you from Brandon Sanderson.
Oh, I'm sure Brandon's got me beat by 1,000 times. Anyway.
It's literally called Night Blood. It's a katana. It is an ultra-cursed sword that, unless you are killing people with it, it is killing you.
I see. Is it really good at cutting things?
Yes.
Okay.
Supernaturally good.
I kind of want to... That's actually a super shitty weapon, but it'll absolutely drain your soul if you don't constantly kill people with it.
Yeah.
But it's otherwise just a normal piece of metal.
That'd be terrible. That'd just be... yeah,
it'd be funny.
Nah, not really.
By the way, Sneaky, best part... Oh, I'm sorry, it's not a katana. It's just a normal sword. But it is sentient.
Ah, I see. This weapon can only be used by a descendant of the clan, or else the weapon will be rendered useless against dead apostles, or unholy demons. However, if the enemy is wearing armor, the weapon cannot cut them until the armor is pierced. So straight up, this is the sword cannot cut someone if they're wearing armor until the armor has been pierced.
Wait, so if someone has like a fucking chest plate on, and then arm off.
Just so even better. Someone's got like some fucking like a crotch cup on, right? And they go to like cut the person, and it only cuts them a little bit. They're like, "What? You're not wearing armor? Ha! Fool! I'm wearing a crotch cup."
Oh no! I cannot harm this person anymore.
No.
And they also have Schlagen, which is an anti-tank rifle with a 3-meter long barrel. And it's 10 times stronger than a handgun!
Yeah, so
that's not gonna work.
Assuming those handguns are 45 ACP, you are looking at muscle energy of between 350 to 600 foot-pounds.
So it's based off the PTRS.
Yeah, I know. The 14.5 by 114 millimeter cartridge fired by the PTRS and PTRD has
Holy shit.
a muscle energy of between 22,000 and 24,000 foot-pounds of force.
Yeah.
Or about 30 to 33,000 joules of energy.
Yeah.
It's more of 40 times
Yeah.
powerful.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it can
Also
only be
burst bullets
fired
are-
once before you need to reload it.
See,
No
bro.
shit.
Bro, even the fucking Russians managed to figure that one out. Come the
Yeah,
fuck
wait, no,
on.
it doesn't. Wait, it doesn't. Yeah, this has a magazine, doesn't it?
The PTRS is semi-automatic, yeah.
Yeah, it's a. You're telling me your high-tech gun is worse
Then Russian?
than Soviet Russian technology?
Yep.
To be fair,
Holy shit. I like
to
how
be
this
fair-
dude specifically looked up the PTRS-41 to get inspiration from it, but then proceeded to make the gun worse than it.
to be fair, Sneaky,
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that are more advanced than Russian technology, than Soviet era technology, and are worse.
Like.
Modern Russian technology.
Yeah.
No, the Russian tech's actually pretty decent.
Well, I mean, yeah, all that Russian anti-air tech they've been going on about, like, they can shoot down a stealth fighter from.
Look,
so
there's a
far
difference
away.
between the technology working and the technology being out of fuel. Okay.
Bruh, fucking.
The only thing
literally-
the only thing we have yet to improve on over previous generations of Russians is fuel efficiency.
We still haven't been able to make a gun that fires without bullets.
Look, I've seen fucking video footage of Turkish drones in Ukraine destroying the most modern anti-air systems the Russians have.
Yeah, it's
Like-
kind of funny actually.
To be
Fucking
fair,
hilarious.
those are remotely controlled drones, and they are flying
mean,
those things like maniacs.
They're still just like flying up there, and the fucking anti-air is just like, yes. Oh, that's an
So anyway,
interesting
then
bird
there's
up
also
there.
Blood Red, a hybrid weapon that's a sword that turns into a revolver. Wait,
Oh my god.
what? Only special to the target is if they activate Crimson Concealment while using the weapon. The weapon will turn the gears of the weapon so the sword can turn into a spear.
What?
That's the weapon right there, up here.
See, you should have just started with a spear. Spears are great.
Why does the
There's-
sword blade get in the way of the barrel?
I assume because it's poorly designed.
Yeah. Then he's got a magic gauntlet that absorbs and shoots out energy, and he's got a hunter whip that lets him kill demons by whipping them.
Kinky.
Yeah. He's got some really cringe ass abilities. Balance, Crimson Concealment, Mystic Eyes of Death Perception.
Premonition.
See, that alone should be
Shard
like
binding.
if you're gonna have the Mystic Eyes of Death Perception, that needs to be the point of the character, because that is one of the most OP powers in Fate.
No, he's
It's
got
not
That
more.
is not-
It's premonition. In this case, Sneak is just not reading.
I don't fucking
Gotcha.
care. Yeah.
It's arguably worse.
Yeah, it's literally this character is worse in every aspect, just across the board with everything.
Yes, he knows jujitsu.
Yeah, he knows jujitsu. He knows iajutsu. He's a practicer of iaido.
Yeah, guys, I was starting to question like if this character was a bit too overpowered. When he had like the water boiling flamethrower and whatnot, but he knows jujitsu. God, motherfucking damn, we're all fucked.
You know,
this is
as
so
someone who
bad.
practiced martial arts and lived in Japan, practicing multiple martial arts can be very common. But when you're talking about anything modern like that, you're probably only going to want to pick one of those. Jiu-jitsu being largely unarmed is obviously separate. But if you're going to practice like yado or yajutsu, that's the art of weapon drawing. That is a total lifestyle commitment. I've heard some practitioners speak of it more as the the way of perceiving, because it has to do with personal, mental, and physical preparation. So if you want to just slap skills on a character, make sure you can explain what they are and back them up, because autists like me will get pissed off if you start just saying, "Oh, they do all this," because I've met people who have dedicated their lives to these things, and in some cases they kick the shit out of me in matches.
Yeah.
So,
like,
reaching
okay, look,
to
it's
Go
gonna
ahead.
sound dumb, but Batman has mastered many martial arts.
Yeah.
None of them involve weapons.
I thought he was like a master of shuriken jutsu or something like that.
Batman is
Okay, I'm
also
sorry.
a fictional
That might be the
character.
one.
Hate to break it to you.
So anyway,
I'm sorry, what'd you say he's a
Crimson
master of?
Concealment is their power. The purpose gives the wielder the power of darkness, allowing them to turn their arms into beastly arms using vampirism and blood magic.
Really? That's what you're going with for the power of darkness?
Yes. Also, they get an infinite storage inventory using it.
Fuck off.
Ain't that handy?
But the drawback is they have to call out the weapon name and with a shout to get anything out of the inventory.
No, of course.
Drawbacks to this power. The target is inexperienced, and they have holy origins, so they easily lose control of themselves, and they'll attack anything, because, like, they're wild and shit.
Yeah.
Bitches be wildlin'.
Bitches be wild and indeed.
I kind of wish Krunk was still in vogue. I miss that attitude of doing cocaine and getting blackout drunk simultaneously.
And then we got some
okay,
fate stay night shit going on here.
Of
with
course.
Its, stat bars. Reflexes EX.
Oh God,
Oh
no.
my
You know
God.
what to do. Burn the file.
Oh. Oh god.
Oh God.
So I think you guys might appreciate this. One of my friends just
Yeah.
mentioned that he was worried earlier this week because of the Ukraine invasion, and he just said now it's like watching a game of chess where one participant is a monkey, and
Yeah.
Not wrong.
All right. And like 5 other people joined in, and just started putting bottle caps and gum on the table.
No, it's
Exactly.
it's like 2 other people joined in,
Put some
but they
Yu-Gi-Oh
keep
cards
giving
down.
one side a bunch of rooks.
if
I
it works,
attack you
I
with my
guess.
bottle cap. Now king me.
God.
Oh God. Anyway, so we're gonna close up for the night. We went a little bit longer than normal, but we got OC content we could
Little.
laugh at. So shut the fuck up.
Mm.
We'll see you all later on Friday, because there is always more, and it always gets worse. I'm gonna go see if my little brother has more content for us. Bye.